Good evening, everybody. Welcome into your match day programming for today. Martin has got himself a ticket for tonight, so hopefully his usual issues of going to Ibrox to watch Rangers doesn't happen, and we do walk away with the 3 points tonight. As you can see, joined by some of the regulars are in there tonight already. Beep Bop Boop's in. 3 points is a must. He's not wrong. Good job, apparently. Andrew's in, even all. We'll see him at full time. He's on the reaction show. But here I am. Look at this. Who's this stranger beside me? Somebody who we have not seen in a very long time. It is Aaron, who has just finished watching Iggerman's ball hit the back of the net. How are you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm really good. Really good. Just been sledging about. I big brained it yesterday. I went shopping, came back and used my sledge to take in the shopping. So the perks of living in the Highlands of Scotland. So.
Oh, look at that. The snipers missed you. Yeah, I mean, the snow that you've got compared to the snow that I've got is a different beast, and yet they still shut over 35 schools in our area, which is ridiculous because there is barely anything. Compared to what I've seen online of what's up in the Highlands and the Aberdeen area. Even Aberdeen managed to get to Glasgow, so it shows you that it can be done, and the English just need to grow a pair. So, Aberdeen tonight, usually... the way the season's gone, Aaron, it would be a little bit more apprehensive going into place Aberdeen, but things have been on the up recently, no more so than last weekend. Always lovely to get a victory there, and two in a row as well. The last one, again, like I said at the start, you've just finished watching because we're still waiting for your reaction on that one. But we move forward. Go on. You might hear some screams. My kids are being sent to bed. So if you do hear that, it's not me. It's the wife trying to kill them. Although the sniper is saying you do need to sort your lighting out because we can barely see your face. While he does that, let's bring up this little team of ours for tonight, Aaron. That's not the team. That's the team. Good Lord. That's better. We can see you now. Butlin's in goal. Tavernier back into the team at Sterling being put back on the bench. Whether that's for minutes and management, I don't know, or maybe another reason. Allegedly. Fernandez and Suter Magoma making up your back four by the looks of it. Baron, Raskin, Diamande in the middle. So Diamande coming back in for Asgard. And then Moore, Gassama and Chamiti up top. Was it anything you weren't expecting, Aaron? Or was that the team you thought we'd go for?
Yeah, I think it's the team that, almost the full team that started the second half at Parkhead, and we saw the result and we saw the turnaround. So hopefully that carries on the momentum. I think it's really clever taking Tav back in because, as you could see at Parkhead, our set pieces weren't exactly strong, and it usually is quite a strong. Well, in the latter last few weeks, it's been quite strong from our set pieces with Fernandez picking up a few goals. So it's really good to have Tav back. I think that'll stabilise the team a wee bit, and I think he didn't do too bad when he came on as well. All credit to him. So I really think that it's what we expected. What about yourself? Is there any surprises there for you?
No, I mean, I think had certain things not happened, which we can't really talk about because we don't know what the ins and outs of it. I think Sterling may well have started again because I think second half he was sensational second half at Parkhead. So that's probably the only one for me. I didn't expect Asgard to start tonight. So yeah, I mean, no major shocks. It's not something that you would like. Oh God, Tav back in because it's Tav. He's the club captain, so it's not a huge shock that he's come back in. And if we are managing minutes, then for Sterling, it seems how he's going to really just come back. Then it's a sensible thing to do with a home game. So why not? We'll see if Sterling comes on in the second half, then we know that is exactly what they're doing. They're managing minutes. The bench is quite interesting when you look at it. You've got Kelly, Enciala, Aarons, which is the normal. Sterling's there. Matondo back on the bench again after missing out of the weekend. Dow, Asgard, Mioski, Danilo. The big missing two from there are Cameron and Curtis.
Yeah, and I would say that I'm really disappointed with the way that Cameron's been managed. I thought he had an amazing start to the season. He was probably the only player at the start of the season under Russell Martin that he was getting the best out of. I think he brings a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of pace, and he's a young Scottish player. But he's just fallen out the team. He's just. I would have started him instead of Asgard, if I'm honest with you. Regardless to Asgard getting the two goals, one was a tap in, so we have to remember that. But Cameron would have loved to have got a few minutes in the Old Firm, and I think it might have been a different first half had Cameron started ahead of Asgard. In my opinion, might be controversial to say that, but he brings something different to the team, and it's that energy and playing for the badge. He wants to be here. He's got a lot to prove. He's got more to prove than probably anyone else. Him and Curtis, because of their age and because of their positions and coming up through the ranks. So it's just a shame that we have to buy players with great potential and put them out on loan. And then you've got people like Dowell on the bench, for example. I would have had Cameron on the bench ahead of Dowell any day. So it's a hard one. It's a really hard one for me personally.
Well, we don't obviously we don't know the ins and outs of what's going on behind the scenes, but just to bring up a couple of things regarding Curtis and Cameron, we've got IB Rocks 1962 saying looking like loans for Curtis and Cameron, and then Ronald Payton 6005 saying Curtis and Cameron on loan to Kilmarnock. Now that wouldn't be a surprise considering who's just gone in there as a management team, and probably not a bad place for them to go, really. Pitch aside, maybe not such a bad place for them to go. We'll see, Aaron, on that. But if they were to go on loan to Kilmarnock, would that be a useful thing for both players?
I think it would be good for Kilmarnock. I think they would definitely get minutes. I think they'd be able to go into the Kilmarnock team and, again, bring that energy and something different that I think Kilmarnock's looking for at the moment. And obviously, under Neil McCann and Billy Dodds. And we've always had close links with Kilmarnock because of Chris Boyd as well. We've always worked quite well with them. So I can see it. If they go on loan there for the rest of the season and they perform well, then they might fight their way into this Rangers squad next season. But I guess we're just going to have to wait and see, like you say.
Yeah, we would. We got Cammy saying that they'll 100% get minutes. Kurt's being sent out on loan. Andy's saying that that's the wrong move for them. And the sniper, he doesn't even get the obsession with Cameron. So I'm assuming not a fan of Cameron. I think Cameron was decent at Dundee to get the amount of goal involvements for a team that were nearly relegated was decent. But anyway, they're not playing. So we'll move on. We'll get on to the night's game. Beat Bop Boop. Again, one of the best names on YouTube ever. What do we expect from Aberdeen tonight? So, Aaron, what do you expect from Aberdeen tonight?
Well, I expect them to bounce back, as every team does if they've just sacked a manager. I think the teams just somehow respond better when a manager goes away. I don't know whether it gives the players a lot more freedom or what it is, but you always get that bounce back. It's always a tough game. It's always a tough game against Aberdeen, regardless. It's one of these games, like regardless of league position, it is a big game. It's a big fixture. So I expect Aberdeen to throw everything at us. They've got a lot to prove, and they want to be climbing the table, really. But we have to just focus on ourselves and start the way that we ended at Parkhead, because we need to be able to show the fans, and we've been crying out for it for the last few seasons, that we can go at that full intensity for 90 minutes. It's great coming on. It was a great result, don't get me wrong. But that first half performance, we cannot afford to do that again, because teams that will create chances like Aberdeen will take their chances. They haven't got your Kennys. They haven't got the pressure that Celtic had playing in front of their home fans. They're coming to us and they'll give it their all. So we've got to keep composed, we've got to keep close, and we've just got to play our own game. Don't get sucked into the Aberdeen game.
Yeah, it's what you say. It's Aberdeen's cup final. We know this. We've got two of them back to back. So this one, they're not going to be so as bad. I think you'll find that they'll sit back a little bit, try and hit on the break at Ibrox, but come the weekend, they'll be all guns are blazing. But they'll kick everything that moves tonight. We know that they will, and it's down to the ref to get on top of that. And only time will tell. But if Alex is there in the background, Magoma has spoken to our TV, so we'll have a little listen.
Jaden, after such an important victory on Saturday, how important is switching the focus onto another big game tonight?
Yeah, it was an impressive win from us. Like you said, now the focus is fully on Aberdeen for the next two games.
Yeah, and what was it like to be a part of that? I know we've had a couple of days to reflect, after the weekend's victory, but what was it like to be part of that? Such a massive result for the club.
Yeah, it was a really, really good feeling. You could see how much it meant to the fans and to everybody around the place. So everybody's really happy. But like I said, now the focus is now on Aberdeen and really keep pushing on.
Yeah, you've experienced plenty of Ibrox nights under the lights. You know what the atmosphere can be like on these nights. How important is using that to your advantage tonight?
Absolutely. The fans are incredible here, and we know that if we put in a performance, then they'll be behind us, and we know what we need to do today to win.
Yeah, it's been a good response since, especially that Hearts result, 3 wins in a row. Opportunity tonight to make it 4. Is that the key focus, I suppose? Another 3 points before you go and take them on again at the weekend?
Yeah, that's the main aim, is to win. That's the most important thing that we need to do and to top off with a good performance as well. That's the main thing today.
Just for you personally as well, how much you enjoying your football? You've had such a good run in the team this first half of the season, gaining real experience in this loan spell. How much you enjoying your football at the moment?
Yeah, it's been an amazing experience from the start to now. It's been an incredible feeling to play for this club, and I'm enjoying every single moment.
Yeah, and just on Aberdeen, the team haven't faced them so far this season yet, and had a change of manager as well, leaving them over the weekend too. What sort of challenge are you expecting this evening?
I think as a club, you always know what Aberdeen are going to bring, but for us, we know that we need to just bring a performance together, and it's all about us tonight. So yeah.
Yeah, just lastly, what sort of qualities is Danny going to be looking for the squad to get another victory this evening?
The same as always, really. Is, like I said, it's down to us, so we need to make sure that we get the result and we perform under the fans today.
I think you're on mute.
Yellow card to me. I've actually got a yellow card kicking around here somewhere. But yeah, Magoma, very good at the media. He's one of those players that's very well media trained, obviously. The shocked me. It did took me by a bit of surprise. I forgot this was obviously the rearranged fixture for the first fixture against the Aberdeen. So for him to say, it's the first time we faced them this season, I was like, really? Oh, yeah. But you're not really going to get much out of an RTV interview. I know that there's some there saying, "Wow, the questions." It's RTV. They're not going to go all in like a Sky interview would. But do you take anything from what McGowan was saying there about how they just got to go into this game? There's another game, go in, take it. Got to put that performance in again. And from our point of view, you've got to go in against Aberdeen tonight and win. Otherwise, it makes the weekend's win pointless.
Yeah, I think it's really positive to be hearing him talk like that, because some players can sometimes get sucked into the moment, especially young players. But I think he's done really well. I really do. I know he gets some slack, but he's virtually our only left back, really, and he's playing consistently. So the manager's clearly got trust in him to carry on playing, because he could play Aaron's there, I suppose, or even Sterling. So the fact he's staying with him is really good, and it shows that he's confident as well. Going into that. For a young guy, what an interview for me, to be honest. I know the questions weren't great, but he puts himself across really well. And he genuinely looks happy to be playing for this team. And that's what we need to be seen as supporters. Because how many times have we said on the pod that we need players that are playing for the badge? We need players to come out and say they're happy here, they're positive. And that's exactly what he's done. So an absolute class interview.
It was a decent interview from I mean, I know that they're media trained these days, but he's still very, very young in the grand scheme of things. Paul McGoracle's just hoping that we get no injuries tonight. That would be lovely. Hopefully that curse can get lifted. But if there are injuries tonight, Paul, it'll be your fault because you said that. Another thing that has been brought up on this one, Jason Prince 1974 said there, where does a threat come from late on tonight? Is it someone who's on the pitch who's got that little burst of energy toward the end? Is it someone off the bench who's got a massive turn of pace? Like a Matondo. Can he come on and make a difference today? I'm gonna say it now. Matondo comes on and scores in the second half. There you go. I'm going to put it out there. If I manifest it, it's going to happen. But where does the threat come late on if we need it tonight?
Well, I think we need to make sure that we don't need it. First and foremost, we've shown what the team can do in that second half. We need to push on from that, and we need to make sure the game's done before we're scrambling for a late winner or equaliser, God forbid. You know what I mean? We need to make sure that we control the game and we don't leave ourselves open and in a position where we're chasing a game where we should realistically, bar them having just sacked their manager, we should be quite comfortable based off recent performances. So I don't think, for me, I don't want to be sitting here worrying what happens late on in a game if we need it. I want to make sure that we can, control the game and get the most out of our players and more importantly for me, give the fans the most that the players can give them. because we are riding a high right now. So let's keep on going. I know that you don't want to talk about title chases or whatever, but we're up there. We can't argue that. That's the stats. That's facts. So we need to remain up there. We can, like I said before, we can only control what we do. We can't worry about Hearts, Celtic, anyone else like that. We just need to stay consistent with us. I think Danny Rowe's done a fantastic job. I think the players are really playing for him. And I think Magoma's interview there shows that, more than anything. So, yeah, we just need to make sure that we don't have to look at the bench or any other players. Yes, you'll make changes late on. Every team does. You need fresh legs. But, yeah, I want to wrap up the game before we have to think about substitutions and people maybe get on that wouldn't usually get on.
Yeah, well, as you mentioned, the man, we'll hear from Danny Rowe right now. If our glamorous assistant in the background will throw him up at any point.
Danny, off the back of such a big win at the weekend, how important's taking momentum and bouncing into the fixture this evening?
Yeah, we said this after the game. It's all about the next game. Was a fantastic afternoon for us as a group. A big win. But it's nothing in football. It's all about the next game. And we know today we have a difficult one. After they have a new interims manager, you never know what happens. Emotional side will be there. But it's about us today, bring the basics right, bring a lot of effort in, create a good atmosphere. I can imagine today we will have a good atmosphere in the stadium. And yeah, I think this is also the part I changed not so many things from the second half, just one position. Dusan gets a little bit of load management because it was a big load. Let's see, during the game, we need him. Yeah, and then I'm looking forward to this game.
Yeah, you mentioned Dusan there and the team, the changes from the weekend, particularly Mohamed Diamande coming in, his impact off the bench. Was that a real factor in him coming into the starting lineup this evening?
Yeah, he deserved. I think he helped us massive in the second half in this game. A strong midfield we have. It was in this game, a little bit the momentum. I think with the early yellow card from Tello, it was not easy for him then. But all in all, we have a good group together. And I know there are, again, some players on the bench they want to play. And they can help us later on.
Yeah, it's an interesting dynamic. Not played against Aberdeen yet this season, but played them back-to-back. How do you sort of prepare the team for that, but most importantly, getting a victory firstly tonight? Yeah,
it was, of course, not the easiest one for preparing this game because, a new manager has maybe some new ideas. They changed 4 positions from the last game, a little bit more physical side, a little bit more runners. But it's up to us. Yeah, I think this is also important now to understand. If you want to be top of the table, you have also to look to yourself. You have to perform well. You have to deliver when you have to, and this is up to us today.
Yeah. Just lastly, you mentioned the atmosphere. You've experienced plenty of big nights here so far. How important will the fans be once again to try and get another victory? Yeah,
I think this is up to us as well. I said if we deliver, then the atmosphere will be great. We make a good step forward on the weekend. Our fans were incredible away. A big welcome when we come back. You feel it. Yeah, there's a lot of positivity at the moment, and let's carry on. And try to get the next 3 points.
There you go. As always, very well spoken in front of camera. I tell you what, one thing I did notice is that man is taller than I thought he was. I thought he was quite a dinky guy, but he's not. He's very tall. But again, it kind of reiterated what Magoma said, that if we don't, it's all well and good, the weekend, great result, and all the rest of it, but tonight's the night, go out, win 3 points, because again, if we don't, it's going to be a case of what's the point of the weekend? So go out and do our job. Difficult week because we're playing them twice in a week, which is unusual. And to answer Cami K's question, because he did ask, while we're playing them twice in a week, how did that work out? This is the rearranged fixture from the Cup semi-final week, I believe, and they put it next to the one that we're playing in the league. It was the only gap, apparently. Some say that you might have actually played this one on the Monday after the Cup final, and then the Hibs game would be now, because that would have made more sense. But, there we go. Who am I to tell the SPFL how to run their fixtures? Again, another well-spoken interview, and you just cannot help but like this man, Aaron.
Yeah, I think, the big thing for me is we've heard it from managers before that we need to get results, we need to just focus on the next game. We've heard that sort of rhetoric before, but you actually believe it. with Danny Rowe. And I think you're seeing with Magoma's interview previously that the players are even believing it. You know, they're giving them a lift. From where we started the season to now, I truly trust Danny Rowe. I trust him to get this right, and I trust that he wants to get it right. And Magoma's interview shows me that the players trust that he's going to get it right. He's so positive. He's so optimistic, but he's also cautious as well, which I think you have to be. And he's realistic. You know, he knows that the atmosphere is going to be booming tonight. You know, of course it's going to be. It's probably going to be the busiest Ibrox has been for a while. And that's well deserved. But he also realises that he needs to continue consistently to give the fans that and to get that back from the fans. You know, he knows that it works both ways. And I think a lot of managers don't think like that. You know, especially in, you know, England and Scottish leagues. They think that it's just all them and they can be quite selfish, but he wants to give the fans what he's going to take from the fans. And I think that's tremendous and exactly what we need at exactly the right time.
Yeah, indeed, definitely. That was one of the points I was going to mention, because obviously you mentioned the crowd from the weekend, who were immense, having been stuck in that place for hours. 10:30, I think they had to get in there, and then they were there after the game when everyone had gone and that sort of stuff. So, do you think that beating that lot on Saturday changes the atmosphere, and not just the atmosphere, but the amount of people in the ground tonight? Had we drawn or lost, you're probably still going to see empty seats. I can only speak because I loaned my season ticket this year to somebody who can get up more regularly than I can, and he can't make midweek matches, so we put them all on sub seat. And for the first time in a long time, my seat sold. So I'm just wondering, does this mean that Ibrox is going to be either near full or full tonight?
I think it will. I think the players have earned it, you know, and I think Danny Rowe's earned it for the atmosphere. We all know what Ibrox can be like when it's full. We do need to take one game at a time. You're absolutely right, Paul. But we need to be riding this wave of momentum right now. Unless we focus on that and we use that to be a positive influence, then that's when it comes back into what was the point of the weekend.
Yeah.
You know, the weekend's result, it's 3 points, it's great. But it's not about the win, it's not about the 3 points, it's about the momentum to carry it forward.
There you go. Cammy's just had a quick look at tickets. There's only about 100 left, if that. So, and they can get sold right up to game time, I suppose. So, add a little bit more, because you can always get in, a little bit just after, before halftime. So, I'm sure those 100 tickets could be sold quite easily, and there'll be people in the ticket office right now, because it's never quiet in there, because I'll be doing reprints and all sorts with the online ones that don't work most of the time. Like, I've had a fair few experiences of that going up when I've bought tickets for that, when I've taken my little boy and my daughter up as well. We've had to go to the ticket office to get reprints. Brilliant. Well, it's getting to that point, though. We were not quite there yet, but I suppose we could do it. But just to go through this a minute, Paul McCorrickle just wanted to let us know that last night went fine. He was owned by 7 this morning. So, well done. I can't remember what it was we were talking about, but I'm glad you got home safe at 7 in the morning. Although you were in the Rabble wrestling with us last night for quite a while as well, because your character was well involved, and you were right to the end. It was a 3-hour show last night as well. Gritting. He was gritting. That's what he was doing. So, yes, that's what I remember. Alex was telling me in the background. He was out gritting today. And I did say to people to avoid the streets, as Paul was gritting out on the streets today. So try not to get run over by Paul. But that all went well, and he didn't kill anyone, and kept the roads safe for everyone to get there, and made sure that the sheep could drive up to Ibrox and stuff like that as well. So it's the worst part of the time now there for you, Aaron, because now it is time to predict the score. And if you can give us a Versco score as well, that'd be great.
Yeah, I would expect 3-0. I think 3-0 is not, out of the realm of possibility. I would like to see Chermiti continue his form as well, because as much as the team has to be consistent, the players individually has to be consistent as well. And I think he's really announced himself to the Rangers fans and to the Scottish League, to be honest with you. His goals were well taken. We've seen what a player he can be, but it's a bit like Diomande, where it's easy for a player, and we've heard this before and we've seen it before. It's easy for a player to turn up in the big occasions, but we need them to start turning up every week. You know, it doesn't matter who we're playing. We still need that 100%. We need to be playing every game like it's a cup final, as cliche as that is. But we really need to be. And if we can continue that from now until the end of the season, then, you know, it's in our hands. We've just got to hope that the other teams drop points. And I can see them dropping points. I really can.
Yeah, well. I mean, we've talked about it backstage a couple of times in other pods that the game's coming up. Although on paper look easy, they're not for teams above us, and of which there will only be one by the end of tonight. Before I go through everyone else's predictions as well, just a quick question from Alex in the background. He's asking, how does this game help Chimiti's confidence? Before we get into it, because you mentioned Chimiti there in your goal scoring stuff. So how does this game help his confidence?
Well, he's just got to go out and you know, put in another decent performance, and that'll be 4 games in a row that he's turned up, and that, like what the comments are saying consecutively, is consistency is key. So he needs to just go in. He needs to push on. He'll have bags of confidence. There's no way that he's not going to be riding the wave that we're all riding as well. Look at him at the end of the game. You know, he was dancing about and he was singing along and having a laugh, and it's sort of a part of Trimiti that we never saw before. So I think that within itself shows that he's more confident, and it's all down to delivery as well. You know, it's great always pointing fingers at our strikers, but he needs the delivery, and that's down to the other individual players. So it's about just going into the game and just building his own confidence and just continuing to put in good performances. You know, he might not score tonight. He didn't score the last twice before Parkhead, but he put in good performances, and that's all we're asking for. You know, so it's really down to the individual player to move forward from that and use that as a momentum.
And if you can't get confidence from what you did at the weekend, you never will. You never will. So I go through some people in the background then. We've got Sniper. It's going to be 4-0, Chimiti hat-trick, and Moore with the other one. Welling United fan. He's come in with 3-1 Aberdeen, so sticking with the same score from the weekend. Big Texas, he's saying 3-2. I'm not sure my heart can cope. As long as it's like, I don't know, we go 3-0 up and then they score 2 in the last 2 minutes, then I can live with that. But as long as it's not a tight one. Dode is going 4-0 as well. And the Sniper is adamant they will not score against us tonight. Cammy's going with 3-1. We're going 3-0 there as well. And you're saying it's going to be a Chimiti hat-trick. I'm assuming it's 3-0 then. Or is it 6-0 with a Chimiti hat-trick? Red Rock R. Andrews going 3-1 Rangers. 3-0 Chimiti to get another goal. 4-0 from the Sniper is now added in as goal scorers as Chimiti with 2, Raskin, Header and Tav. Very specific. Carrie K Chiminted with the first goal, 3-1. And then Janet at the end. Come on, the famous. 2 or 3-0 will do nicely. Me, I'm going to go with a clean and simple 2-0. Chimiti with 1. And I've already said that Matondo will come off the bench and score. We're getting a few more. Stephen's coming in saying 2-0 with Chimiti. 3-0. And hopefully Miowski gets on and scores from Geordie. 3-1 seems to be the consensus of scoring. And our very own Waterboot, our Willie in the background, is saying... Oh, he's saying his son's saying 3-2. So he's not taking any responsibility. And McGoracle, he's saying 2-0 with Gassama and Moore. So there we go. This would be nice, though. 2-0, Baron and Miowski with the goals. That would be superb. I could go to bed happy and never watch football again. Rabble out of context, Geordie. We've always got to get one in at least. Anyway, we are fast approaching the time where Alex is going to come in and take over because it's time to go to the watch-along part of the day. Stick with us through that, and then we'll be back. I'll be back at halftime with Alan. Which one, though? That's the thing. If you want to find out which Alan, you have to tune in at halftime to find out. See what I did there? Because we've got 3 of them. And then Alex will come back for the second half and do the second half of the watch-along, and then I will be back at full-time with Mark and Andrew to do the match reaction straight after the game's done. There will be no phone-in. I think we said that last night. There'll be no phone-in unless Martin chooses to do one when he gets back from the game. But Alex is in the background. He can come in whenever he wants, and me and Aaron will bugger off.
Yeah, that's fine, boys. Thank you very much. Great reaction. Great build-up as always. Thank you very much, Aaron. Great you finally caught us up, mate. Thank you very much for coming back in. Great to have you back on as well. And Ian, I will catch you at half-time, so you boys can just disappear. Thanks very much. Well, folks, there we go. Right, let's get this all sorted. As Ian's left it as it is, let's get this sorted. We'll get myself. There we go. We're sorted. That's us. Look at that. We're all good. See before we get into the comments. The hat's staying on. I feel shite. I'm keeping the hat on, right? I'm keeping it on. We're just going to bear with it. Listen, I knew it was coming, Sniper. I feel shite. The hat is staying on. But welcome in. Beat Bop. We've got Red Rock. We've got Nelly. We've got Geordie. So thank you very much. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. And old James is saying, I'm going to get your first goal tonight. So here, I might have to take a wee run down. Listen, it's not coming off. I feel absolutely ill. The hat is staying on, and that's the end of it. So what are we all thinking then? What kind of game do you expect from the two sides? Well, I definitely think we'll be on a high. The fact that we obviously... I've been in my bed all day, Paul, so I've tried to keep myself good for today. But I think it'll be a tale of two halves again. I think that we'll see, Diamandi pushing that a bit higher. I do think that I hope Stuart's not right with Tab's going to be slowing us down, but some of the set pieces from Barron were a bit shocking. When you look at the Aberdeen form, though, they are in 8th. They're not doing the greatest. They've obviously just sacked Jimmy Talleen. So I think that they're going to be here for the taking. I expect a 3-4-0. I think that we could easily run away with this game tonight. And Sniper, I've got your comment there, my friend. That will be brought up as we get into it. Keep the hat on. It hides that daft haircut. Thanks very much. Singing. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. The midfield is going to have to work so tough tonight, Paul. I agree with you. They're going to have to put in a lot of effort just because... that's it. Superstition's ruined and Hightower to blame for the loss tonight. No. If we lose tonight, it's because Martin's there, right? That's why, because Martin's at the game. That'll be why. I just want to say, I'm not sure if Ian did mention it, but we are also live on Patreon as well as YouTube tonight. So if you are on the Patreon, as always, get your comments in and I'll get them read out for you. I do like the starting 11. Yes, Tav is back in there, but we need to be managing the minutes of Dujon Sterling. I think he'll get on for the second half. I do like the fact that we've got Mohamed Diamandi back in there because Asgard just wasn't good enough. So I think that we have got the players. I think Chermiti's going to be on an absolute high. That I could see him getting another 2 or 3 goals. I'd love a hat-trick tonight. I'd love a 6-0, Andrew. Sniper, she did, mate. Thank you very much. She did come up to me and go, who is this? Who is Aldo in my Facebook? I was like, oh, that's the big man for the Discord and the old rabble. So say hello. Beat, but I like Jimmy Talleen as a person. Think he's been treated incredibly harshly by the Sheep. Beat Celtic to the cup. Exactly. Won a cup final and yet still sacked away. Yes, results haven't been good enough for Aberdeen, but look at how they play season to season. They yo-yo like mad. I don't think that's on Jimmy Talleen. Some of the players aren't capable of being able to cope with Europa, Conference League even, and the league and other cup competitions, and it's quite clear to see. And I think that he's been thrown right under the bus. So I do feel bad for Jimmy Talleen. If it's 3-0 at half-time, I'll be away to play my guitar and some jazz songs. I'll be away to get a wee tenny or something. Sterling will be needed. He'll definitely be needed for the return leg, 100%. We really need to turn the screw tonight, sorry. A big 3 points. We need to leather it in for goal difference. Well, what are we behind on goal difference? We are level on goals. So any goals that we score tonight, we will go ahead. Leave Sterling out until the weekend. I agree with you, Scottish Pope. I think we need to be giving him time. Is Aldo trying to add your missus on Facebook? No, he should put up a post saying that obviously it's a birthday today. Hightower hijacking my Tuesday. I am indeed, Stuart, my friend. I'm hijacking your Tuesday. But no, should put up obviously it's a birthday day. Put up a post, tagged me in it, and then Aldo jumped in there with a happy birthday, Mrs. Hightower. But it's pure stalking from my wife. Trying to fun her on Facebook, and he did manage to find her. Is Matondo really on the bench? Why put a player that doesn't care about him? Because he's on 30 grand a week. That's why you put Rabbi Matondo on the bench, because he's worth 30 grand a week. Rangers 4 and an Athletic now in the Scottish Cup. I could easily see it. I think Danny Rowe will put out a bit of a weaker team, but I don't think it'll be that much weakened. the James Tavernier Rangers FC. Evening, Graham. You good, mate? You good? I hope we go out with confidence and intent. 2-0 at half time. If we can push it on in the second half, it could be 4 or more. Fully agree with you. Ask Aldo if he has the shirt on. I sent him, you got that shirt on there, Aldo, son? Just a wee bit creepy. He's just a stalker, mate, isn't it? Just being nice, jolly, showing respect to Mr. Hightower Familia. No, listen, it was a nice wee comment, and it was very much appreciated. Shouldn't wonder how it was like, but it was all right. Tav, Chimiti, and Miovski to score. Oh, I'd love Miovski to score against them. They would lose their heat. Get him off the wage bill, pay him to leave. He doesn't need to, though. It's another Robin Proper. If a bid doesn't come in, he's not going to go anywhere. I don't, it's slightly too small, but my sister has it. Oh, there you go. The sister's got it on, Andrew. Fucking weird on Facebook alert. There we are, Aldo, son. Exactly. Oh my God, there's 3 Aldos. We've got the Sniper, Aldo Penny, and Aldo RFC. Oh my God, there's so many Aldos here. Gets down on one knee for his missus on her birthday. It'll be the first time she's seen his face. Why would I get down on one knee for my wife on her birthday? I'm already married. What do you mean? What would I need to get down on one knee for? That's a weird one. I'm the Aldo. Oh, here we go. Now there's going to be a fight for an Aldo. We've got the Aldo, and the Aldo. I have body dysmorphia, Andrew. Oh, so you can shut up. Yeah, I'm married. I've been married, 4 years? We also get to score and do the knee slide in front of them like Emmanuel Adebayor. So you want him to score in front of the Copeland then, Stuart, and run the full length back to the Broomland, just a knee slide. Right, calm down, Aldo. Don't know why Dowell is on the bench. Surely some use would be better. 100% they would. I am the one. Oh my God. I think we are public tonight, mate. I think we are public, Jordy. 2-0 to Rangers. The Aldo RFC is saying. I think it'd be great to see Miovski get on. I think he is fully fit. I think just the fact that he's been very poor the past couple of times, he's not going to get on. We need a triple threat. The 3 Aldos doing the 3 Aldos. Winner gets the name. Listen, telling you, Stephen, very tolerable woman. She gets a lot of shite off me, and yes, it is Nick Walsh. Dennis, it is. Oh, yep. 7-1. Fuck the interim manager. Just get him done in already. Need to be careful. We are still buzzing from Saturday, but yeah, exactly. It's their cup final tonight, and then Sunday. It's never not do well. Listen, I got you, mate. It's all right. Need to be careful. I'm reading the same ones. I'm the original Aldo. We are the people. Oh my! Listen, Aldo, you can fight over the name all you want. Taking over. We've now got 3 Aldos. About 18 different Allens. My God, we're getting taken over by the A's here. There's a grown up on the show tonight. They sick note here. Exactly. Listen, sick note last night. I was in the background. Boys said just to go and take a night off, so I very much took it. But listen, when I watch along, I was going to say when Ronaldo calls. When I watch along calls, you absolutely make sure you're here. You turn up. I was sick. Martin ruined it, and I had to come on. Multiple Robinsons. Exactly. There's Robertsons. There's Aldos. There's Allens. My God, you comment too much on the Rangers. Oh, look at that sniper. He's getting called out. 10-0. As always, there is a comment here. Let's get it up. It's the Mr. Sniper himself. Do not spoil any goals, please. Do not react in the live chat until Hightower does, or there will be a timeout. That is what we do on live shows, on the live watch-alongs, just because everybody can be at different times. Getting it right, big beak, Sheenit and Armstrong. Yeah, Livingston game got called off earlier on this afternoon. Excuse me. Oh, I do agree with what Hamish was saying, though, on the all build-up with Aaron. The Ibrox is looking particularly full tonight. Yep, Martin the Jinx is 100% at the game. Hightower, not the dude from Police. Nah, I never lie. He is the dude. That is what he is called. Hightower is the dude in Police Academy High. Rangers Review instantly banned me. It's the Pope name. Well, Scottish Pope, you're free. You're not getting banned here. Don't worry. How good is it exactly? It's so good to see it full. an all-weather pitch that can't handle the weather. What does everyone think about McCann? Listen, I think they're entitled to take the job. I don't think they were ever going to get anything back at Rangers, really. So to see McCann and Dodgy gone to Kilmarnock, I wish them all the best. Obviously, don't replay them, but if they can help us scud either Hearts or Celtic, then go for it. I'll be away until half-time, lads. Hightower is always ahead of me. No worries, Mr. Penny. Off you shoot. Is it on Sky? It is on Sky tonight. It's on Sky and it is on RTV. Because it's Livingston. That's why. I hope they do well. It's on Sky. It's on RTV. So it's on Sky Sports. Where the people lie. It's on. Let me tell you. Sky Sports Football. It's on. Danny brought back the buzz and feeling Ibrox. You can feel the heat and passion. Oh, 100% you can. James, you're a wee bit ahead. Already talking about an athletic game. We've still got a double against Aberdeen to go first. Livy does have the underheated pitch. They do. And they still can't cope with it. Oh, listen, I will be muting myself a fair amount tonight. I can only apologise. As always, I will let you know when we kick off. It's Mr. Nicholas Raskin to kick us off. And we have kicked off. We are underway. Long ball here for Jack Butland. Challenge straight away from Chermiti. Chermiti is really starting to impose himself in the air. I like to see it because he used to not try and go for anything in the air. Barron out wide to Tav to Gisama. Gisama just going to go. Oh, no. He was going to go back to win. He's been a bit silly here. He's given the ball to Aberdeen. They're on a bit of a break already. There's a 3-on-3 here. And Tav just absolutely rockets that up the field, but just a silly bit of possession there from Tav. Couldn't afford to hit the spaghetti head. Exactly, stick the heat on. Stuart, no news of any new signings. Not. Let's get into them. Got my square sausage in the oven. Oh my god, you need to get it. Ahead of you for a change. I'll keep smush. Thank you very much, Aldo Penny. Aye, they're up for it straight away. Straight away, they're up for it. Nae Soilers. Nae Soilers. As Singing the Blue says, nae Soilers. Aye, Glenn. One the famous. Let's see what we can do. Diamande out to Magoma. Back to Butland. Butland to Suter. Soil but don't spoil. Oh, all Chaz is in here. Chaz, welcome in, mate. Better late than never, eh? We've only been gone 45 minutes. Mikey Moore just taking and driving here. Is he going to use Makoma? He is. All right, Blue Mac. No, mate, it hurts to get down that far on my knees. Oh, that was a nice wee move there, but just didn't work out for Diamande. They try and punt it long. They only go as far as Raskin. Raskin to Magoma. Raskin takes a sore one straight away. From Kevin Nisbet. Think I'm going to make a big pot of stovies. The man, on you go. Why not, mate? Why not a wee pot of stovies? James Alder, that is about the 8th time you've commented Rangers 4 and an Athletic 0 Scottish Cup. Are you just commenting the same thing over and over again? I don't want this to be like after the Lorbeer show. Need to keep up the minute. Oh, we do. Ibrox not as full as we thought. A fair few gaps, but it could be weather related. I think it's weather related. Definitely the buzz is there. Have you tried the Viking? Right there, my friend. Right there. I love it. I've got it right there, Geordie son. Oh, man, there. They tried to get the goalie had the ball, and then he just fell on his arse and dropped it. Nisbet just, I don't even know what happened there, by the way. Well, whenever it grows back, to be fair, mate, right, let's watch this. The ball comes in, his own man. Oh, Connor Barron. Barron definitely should have scored there. Nobody even gets involved in it as well. He just drops it, and then the keeper gets a leg out. Excuse me. Shows the pressure to put on their goalie, though. That he's a clumsy bastard for the off. They're trying to play through the middle, but Mikey Moore's just cutting inside and getting it. Listen, he needed a talking to there, and Nick Walsh is letting him away with that, but he literally goes in with an elbow. Good distribution there. That's a great ball, by the way. How's the flag up? How's the offside there? How's Diamande offside? Dems, I am on 4 minutes 15. Tried it for the first time the other day. Walked back in the shop and bought a case of it. Much as it where you are, Geordie. He is offside. I don't think he's offside there. Much as it where you are, Geordie, because it's fucking £3 a can for me. Oh, Gassama's done well there to pick that. He just can't control it. Near the corner Barron, a Stunner Barron opener. Kelly Pie, you all right, mate? You good? It was a great flick on for a big Chimity. But you can tell the game plan is just to get the ball to Chimity just now. Oh, that's a red. No. Go back and look at that. There's no way that's a yellow. With Nicky Devlin there. No fucking way. No. That is reckless. That is. That is reckless. 185? Jesus Christ, I'm £3. That is reckless, by the way. VAR should be looking at that. I bet if that's us, that red card is straight out. That's disgusting for Devlin there. Tackled Raskin. Raskin just laughed at him. You're so far ahead of me. Sorry, Blue Mac. Diamande looks like he's playing like the 10. VAR should be looking at it, but they're never gonna. Because it's us. Because you can guarantee if that was Diamande, or if that was Barron, or if it was Magoma, it would be a red straight away. I don't know how it's not even a red, but all we need to do is be straight on him now for the rest of the game. Because they will be reckless for the challenge like that, time and time again for the rest of this game now. Nicky Devlin will have to watch himself. It's reckless, but it's only a yellow. I don't know, mate. I don't know. But as I said, even if it is only a yellow, you stay on Nicky Devlin now. Because you put him under all pressure in the midfield. Because that's exactly what he'll try and do now. He'll try and go in for silly tackles. And we just hope that we can buy it for the referee. Because he is one that loves to get himself caught up with all the fight. I'm in shock Walsh actually booked him. Listen, I'm shocked he did book him, to be fair. Exactly. We need all players to be running at him now. Just run at him and put him under all pressure for the rest of this game. That's a great ball to Mikey Miller. I just can't control it. Just couldn't take it down there. No, I wouldn't take any Aberdeen players, no. Listen, if they can get any injuries on us, they will absolutely take that to Pittodrie. Do you know what's quite funny, though? We have very, very rarely tonight been down Tav's side. Magoma, I just can't get that ball in there. Devlin's a sending off, waiting to happen. If we can't, I bet Raskin. Raskin will try and wind him up for the rest of the game now, and he has to. We need to be like masters of that dark arts and start winding up players, something silly. Because how many times that happened to us, and we get the sending offs, we get the bookings. Rangers corner. That was itching to fall at the feet of Mikey Moore there. I'd be interested to see, would you take any, Stuart, would you take any of the Aberdeen players right now? Because there's no really any I'll be taking out of that lineup. Maybe Jack Milne, maybe. Oh, Jesus Christ. Conor Barnes to take the set piece. My God. No, I don't think we've got any players that's their job, Jordy. McGo must play much higher, more like a back three. Yeah, and I like to see it, to be fair. I do like to see that. Dear Mandy will put in a tackle on the ref with choking to send him off. Oh, he'll be itching for it. Dear Mandy, just with a touch there. And then he drives us forward. Out to Conor Barron. Why we're actually avoiding Tav side. He's not starting, but I quite like Kiskinen. Oh yeah, Kiskinen's good, but I don't think he's better than what we've got. Same with they've got what's his name? The Jesper Karlsson, Swedish international. Would you take Dimitar Mitov? Would you? I would have maybe last season. Mikey Moore. Oh, Devlin just getting in the way there. I would not be taking Kevin Nisbet. No chance. Is Gavin Devlin playing in the back line? No, he's playing it like wing back. Mikey's very much different class. Right. Conor Barron, do you think we could do a job with the players? Do you think we could do with a player that... Yeah, I think we could. I think we could easily. And it sounds like it's going to be giving us a foul to the goalie. Emmanuel Fernandez has scored. From that. It was a great goal. I'm not going to change it yet because I think they'll go back and give that as a foul on the goalie because the goalie does go down. But it's a great towering goal again from Emmanuel Fernandez. I'd like to see it again though because I think that this will go back. Let me see. I don't know who fouls him. I don't think anybody fouls him. There's not a foul in there. If they go back and look at this and say it's a foul, I don't think it is. It's his own player that fouls him. Goal given. And it is 1-0. What a start, big Manny Fernandez. A lot of people... Would you still take Dimitar Mitov? BBC says 1-0 to the Sheep. Aye, of course. They're dreaming there. Oh, this could be an absolute scudding. Well, we're second. Yes, we're second. Listen to the crowd, by the way. Listen to the crowd. Yeah, I think he does as well, Dougal. I think Fernandez has got to be close to it. Aye. Just pop and then the smile, bolt out. Have a good... Thank you very much, JD. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you. I'll just tell you who's the top goal scorer now. Stats. It's Chimity. Chimity's on 4. Tab's on 4. What's and Fernandez on 4 as well, though, right? So he's joint top goal scorer. It's very much a dominant start. We need to keep it up. Do not switch off. I love how Chimity was on his arse there and he just kicked the ball away while on his arse. In fact, I'm perfectly in sync for once. Might hang about. Why not, JD? Why not, mate? This alone is why he starts over anyone in the back. He's a massive danger to set pieces for us. 5th goal this season from a CB. It's mental, the goals that he gets for us. That's a silly ball, that is, from Raskin. And then Fernandez just goes, right, I'll clear it. Give me a second. Sure, there's a free kick in there, referee. Unless you've got fucking both hands on him. It's been a dominant 15 spike here, right? Aye. Play the ball forward, run, and just go for it. I don't know how that's not a booking. How many is that Fernandez scored? I think it's 5 he scored now. How exactly? We're not sitting here going, oh my God, we can't get a goal. What do we do? Oh, Gassama. But Tav takes over, though. That's a great wee ball into Barron. Barron just can't control it, though. He's nipping at the heels to try and get it back, though. Nostra just clears it down the line. Crazy what happens when you get tall players on your side. Mental, innit? Mental. Tom Miller giving it to Chermiti. I definitely don't think it was a Chermiti goal. It's Emmanuel Fernandez. Just knocking this about with absolute confidence now. First 15 minutes, we've had 65% of the ball, 3 shots, 2 on target, and 1 goal. Just shows what happens when we actually get a bit of confidence in the team. How the fuck is that not a foul? Goes through the back of Gassama there. Taking us from 10th to 2nd. Oh, but that's a free kick, though. And Paul Varis holding his head like he's just been knocked out. Listen, he definitely does. How is this not a foul here, though? Oh, right, come on in. High boot from Gassama, straight red. You know, because they're like, oh, we can't be doing that. Jumps on the tackle. We need to keep this mentality up. This we're absolutely pummeling them in here at the back. Oh my god, they're clean through here. Aberdeen, massive touch, but great from Jack Butland. I think Crocker's watching the watch along. He keeps saying what you say about 10 seconds. It just shows I'm classmate, and then he's trying to copy us. You know, it really does my head in the fact the sheep have. Just shows how easy it was to get in there, though. Shows how easy it was. Hightower, does Barron need to score goals? I think his job's just to drive us forward, Geordie. I think it's just to drive us forward. Your midfielders aren't always going to get you goals, and I think he's going to be one of those that doesn't. But then it means that Raskin and Diamande have to be getting the goals. Jesus, Butland. That's actually worked. Chimiti. Tell Nick Walsh to get the fuck out his road. Don't you start with the red card talk, Alex. Listen, when you look back at that tackle from Miovski, you've got to admit that it does look like that's going to be a straight red. Liam Scales get absolutely fucking clattered. And I did think it was going to be a bit of a worrying one, but obviously then yellow card, play on, and he's loving the fact that he's just snapped him down. That's going to be their whole job, though. Nelly's hit us on the counter. They should be bookings galore right now, and they won't get one. The sheep player should have been booked for kicking the ball into the crowd. Exactly. Subbed on. There's your job. Smash him. Done. Look how easy, by the way. He's not even offside. I think he's in line. And he just one ball, 3 he gets. And it's his touch that lets him down. It comes off his knee. And Butland has quicked it. Aldo with a yas. Aldo, what are you yassing to, by the way? Have you just seen the first goal? Well, nothing's happened. That's why I'm wondering what the yas is for. I'm literally bang on time, so I don't know what that yas is about, Aldo. You need to let us know, my friend. It's definitely not a spoiler, because nothing's happened. I'm at 17:30, and Aberdeen have got the ball. Martin is actually at the game, Paul. So that's where he's hiding. He's at the game. Taken out again, and the referee just goes, "That's not a foul, by the way. Just play it. Why have you not stopped?" Mikey Moore's getting clattered about here. And Nick Walsh is just going, "No, that's fine. Just fucking play on. Keep playing on. Why are you stopping? Play on." Connor Barron. Oh, he just couldn't get the ball out of his feet there. Oh, right. He's behind. Right, okay. They're literally snapping. Oh, my God. They're through again. Aldo, how far behind are you? Because I'm at 18:30. How far behind are you? I highly doubt it. Nelly. Paul, you phone in every morning, you will know today is his day off. It's definitely his day off today. This game's going to have a red, but it's not for them. He's done everything right there, and he can't get the ball at his feet. We need to get a second goal. Aldo's still watching the Celtic game. Oh, I love it. Fucking hell, me top. Who you getting that to? Malcolm is about 15 seconds ahead. Remember, there's about a 15-second delay as well, though, Malcolm, between what you're seeing and what's happening for me. So there's always about a 15-second delay with YouTube. On our way, Joldy, if Barron scores, he's going straight to their fans and he's gaining the shush, and I can't hear you in the lot. If Rio Walsh has turned up, most... Oh, listen, he's not going to be booking any of them. Oh, he's done well to find Mohamed Diamandi. That's surely a penalty. He says nothing. Are you fucking joking? Are you joking? How is that nothing? Oh my fucking God. Has Nick Walsh taken? Oh my fucking... How is that nothing? How is that nothing? How is that nothing? Wow. VAR will look at it if it goes out of play, but fuck me. Again, he's fucking holding on to Chimiti. Chimiti with that run, though. Gassama. They'll not look at it now. We're too far ahead now. VAR aren't even looking at it, by the way. They're not even instructed to look at it. We're not getting a replay or nothing. Wow. That's 3 instances they've had now where they should have a red, a player booked, and we should have a fucking penalty. And yet they're not even looking at it. I'd love to see the ref cam that we get, the EPL get. I'd love to see that here, just to hear what the reasoning is for that live on the game. Shocking. That is from Walsh. Shocking. Well, he's got the word in his ear, and they've said, listen, that might be a penalty, but we're just not going to go. Cleared by VAR. Wow. Oh, Raskin's unlucky there. Gassama's done well, so's Chimiti to get back in there, and Chimiti just falls on his arse. Fuck's sake. All right, okay, aye. Corruption's the word. Feather Walsh. Listen, we've had a few elbows already. Nick Walsh refusing to give us pens or free kicks, refusing to book any more of their applause. He's done his job now. It is Andrew Dallas, I think it is. Excuse me. Oh, Jesus. That's a great ball over. Tav takes it down, gives it to Gassama. Gassama gets no start. Chomping at his heels again. But again, he just sits him on his arse. Mikey Moore, Chimiti. And then straight to Mitov. Well, we are second. We can look at that and say, well, we're second. I'd like a lot more goals, though. How's that? Devlin literally... Right, so wait here. Devlin, who's on a booking, even if that's not a penalty, that's a free kick. Just goes in, throws him off the ball, no intent to play the ball, and that's not a fucking booking. It's not a pen, it's definitely a free kick. That's definitely a free kick. I think it might be a worthwhile discussion at full time on Scott Fry. Deserves a lot of credit. The set piece has been a lot better. I will agree with you. West Ham, Rangers, and Juve all to win. West Ham are currently 1-0 up, Juve are 1-0 up, and Rangers are 1-0 up. So your bet's looking good there then, Stuart. Not Stuart, sorry, Charlie. And Devlin shot it as well by the looks of it because he's down injured. Never give us a chance for. We're never going to win back to back. They don't want to give it that. Actually, look how much Jack Milne had of Fernandez's jersey. By the way, he had so much of it, and yet he still gets up for the header. Rangers are playing brilliant. No issue in this game at all. They needed a break. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to grow up. No, it's not a pen, but it's definitely a free kick. And VAR can't get involved because it's not inside the box. It is East.
This Rabble Network production was brought to you by Skush, Journey's fave. Need to give someone a wash? And remember, run that line and Skush. It's Journey's fave.
And aye, yes, I am married with kids, and I'll continue to make those jokes, Geordie, right? No, listen, I get it's not a pen, 100%, but it's a foul. Gosh. Yes, I am immature as a fook, and I will still continue to be. Oh. We've just slowed down since the 15-minute mark. They've tried to take all the pace out it. Devlin going off injured so he doesn't get sent off. Did he go off though? Because I don't think he went off injured. He's still on. No, he's still on. I miss Czerny. We all do, mate. We all do. Who's to grow up? Timmy Tier still streaming. I better not be to me to grow up. I will never grow up. Oh, I know. Did you see some of their fans their fans jumped as well when he? Oh my God! When he went near them with the water bottle, love it. What the ref? Raskin's on the midfield, they're playing well. I miss Tillman. Normal Nick Walsh performance. It's embarrassing for Scottish football. Oh, aye. They love him being a ref, though. I miss Steebo. Jesus Christ. Maybe. You're right, I can still grow, my friend. You shut your face. They're scared of a wash. They very much are. Exactly, Stephen. Oh, I miss Big Fashion Sakala. Oh. This could be an Aberdeen goal here because it's a 2-on-1. Oh, my God. We have been let off with that there because that was silly defending. Jesus Christ. What are we doing there? Wow. Exactly, it's a trap. That's a trap. Nisbet with that ball was shocking. We're doing it to ourselves now. Massive let off. Raskin simply can't lose the ball there when Fernandez is ahead of him, doesn't have the pace. Exactly. Oh, big Stuart with and I get to know back there. He misses big Calvin Bassey. It's no one's cracked up to beat. It's no. You don't want. Who realistically wants to grow up? Come on. Surely you never actually want to grow up. Growing up is giving up. Exactly. You're losing the magic. Yeah, I think they're working in the midfield. There's a few silly passes from them, but they are working in the midfield together. Diomande has to give it to Magoma here. Or he doesn't, and he just breaks down the attack. That's what today, aye. Tavernier! Oh, he gives it straight to Dimitar Mitov. Shows how vulnerable we are. Oh, I know. We don't need to be that high up, and we are every single time, but we don't need to be. Yeah, I'll figure that one out. Test. See if I can get it. Exactly. We can get a second, we can relax. Mr. Rebo, twinkle toes. I love how George Lucas went. We're going to make a character called Admiral Akbar. Looks like a squid, and his race is calamari. Exactly. He must have been on the baby that night, surely. Chalmer's having a bit of a quiet game. He is. I miss my youth. Still got to be young at heart, mate. Come on. I'm sitting here with 2 cans of Monster, fucking watching the football with Terry's chocolate orange chocolate bar. Come on. And then a wee Stormtrooper bobblehead. You've got to enjoy your youth. Come on. Don't be so downhearted. We have been poor defensively, and we very much are. I can maybe see a Dujon Sterling coming on just to try and shore that up, but we've still got the 1-goal lead. You've got to keep throwing the dad jokes in. George Lucas is known to be fond of the sweet Mary Jane. Corner, free kick even, edge of the box, and it's in the arm of Butland. It's all right. Talking about enjoying his youth while shaving. He has half his age when he removed the beard. Exactly. Chimeti busting forward here. And he tries to get a pass across to absolutely nobody. Barron, no. Dio, Raskin. Just slowing us down. Out to Gisama, though. Balling from... it's not going to reach anybody. My worry is our defence is playing far too high. Oh, I fully agree with you. The January recruitment is very important. Very. Just to get... Jesus Christ. Get some of these fucking... coughing like mad here. These kinks out the team. Oh, Mikey Moore. Oh, he just can't take that down there. I mean, Suter worries me because there's a capable defender in there. Just some of the stuff he does is stupid. The thing is, a second goal kills all confidence Aberdeen have got. Because it's only one, they know that can maybe hurt us on the counter. Forget that second, it just kills it for them. He can very much be a lazy player. 100% agree with you there. Oh my God. Like that ball there was just to nobody. But we got away with it. Barron out wide to Gisama. Can he get the afterburners on? He's done well. Can he get a ball in the middle? Nope, because he's fanning about. Puts out for an Aberdeen throw-in. What sort of does well, though, he does... Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think they'll recall Mikey Moore. I think what they'll end up doing, though, is they will keep him in the first team once his loan spell's done. I don't know why we're playing so narrow at times, so much space out wide. Exactly. And then what we do is we'll wait for them to get 2 men out wide, and then we go, we could have played out wide. So 33 on the clock. Aberdeen not really had much to talk about, but Rangers have got the goal for the good. They've been close, but just not had that final ball as of yet to get the second goal. Doesn't break into it yet, but he's still got another 6 months here. Jesus Christ. I think he maybe has the ability to break into it. Excuse me. Jesus Christ. I think he will break into it though. Might get more next season if we win the league. I don't think we get him again next season. I genuinely don't think we do. I don't think we take him for 6 months though. I think we'd want to take him for another year, especially because he's only been 19. Gassama just has to go forward there. Gassama just has to go forward there. So many opportunities, just go forward. Magoma. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'd say about that, but with the English market, it's probably about 40 million in there. Well done, deal. Oh, no, we've lost it here. Fernandez just puts in a silly tackle, gets nowhere near the ball. Tav clears it with the edge of the box. Ball in. Fernandez clears the edge of the box. Mikey Moore just takes it away. But nobody's moving in front of him to give him a fucking option. Raskin, Magoma. What are we doing? Fernandez just smashes it away. Aye, that's what I mean. It'll be something silly. Only Tav tried to switch the play. Exactly. He's been very poor so far. Gassama. The pass is shocking right now. I don't think Spurs will give us again. They have 6-1. I think Spurs will. Sorry, I think you will give us because they've got 6 wingers and want to sign another one this window. You never know. Magoma. I think they could loan him to a Prem team. I think they could. Well, he'd went there. Realised I wasn't even talking. I think if we could get automatic Champions League, I think we would have a chance of getting him again because it's definitely going to help his development. But if we don't, I think we struggle to get him again just because they'll want him to get experience of the Champions League. Magoma's not with Wolves. We didn't get Magoma from Wolves. Did we not get Magoma from Forest? Is it Brentford? Brentford, aye. This game should well be over, but we're still sitting here 1-0. I don't know. Paul, I don't have a clue, mate. I hope it's not long because we could be doing with some challenging on the width. Nasser Giga's moves, aye. They won't sell him going for less than what they paid, which was 9 mil. And I don't think we're going to pay 9 mil for him. I think Matondo might have to come on just to get a bit of pace down that wing. Gassama's done well there, though. But he doesn't fucking move. Schmitty's looking at him going, do you want to move and give me an option to gear the ball forward? He just goes, I'm not moving. What do you want me to go for? A two-handed push in the back, and that's not a yellow card. Like, how do you know that's not a yellow? Wow. That better be a yellow card. That's not a talking to. Because Chimetti's worth every penny of that, Geordie. That's why. How is that not a booking? If that says that's a straight booking, that's not even a talking to. Tav and Magoma both on this. Glenn, that's a bit of a spoiler there, pal. You were a good bit ahead of me there. That was very much a spoiler. So, watch what you're doing there, pal. There used to be. I don't know how that's not a booking, by the way. I don't. Magoma on the corner on the other side. Sorry, Glenn. You're cool about it. Right, here we go. Ball in. Oh, it's another Rangers corner. Suter getting a set on that one. Oh, I see this one again. Ball comes in. Better wrestling match there for Suter. Refs are a joke in this country. Watch the crumble under pressure. Oh, aye, they will. They'll all crumble. Definitely will. Hi all. How are we playing tonight? I dozed off earlier and just woke up. Sergey 24. We're doing all right. We've had some silly moments in defence, but yeah, we're doing pretty well. We'll see someone signed as a set piece specialist, but they're in high demand. 100% they are. Should have been told to sit the fuck down. I love this physical battle, though. I do. I've got to say, I really love it. How many times do you want to have a word with Katarson, by the way? Cartanson, even. Just get that back up just for a wee second. Corner whipped in. And it's in! And it's 2-0 Rangers! Nico Raskin with a goal. And that's another set piece where Rangers have scored. And it's Rangers 2. Aberdeen 0. Another set piece. This time, it's the wee maestro himself, Nico Raskin, getting in front of the defender. And he makes it 2-0. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Just gets in front, glances it back across goal. And no doubt there from Nico Raskin. Mitov, absolutely no chance. Na 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 Nico Raskin. Sorry, James. Sorry. My bad. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. Got to love it, Nico Raskin. Got to love it. Sniper was the man that said it. Oh no, I think he said Tav and Raskin. 2 goals from 2 corners. Love it. Aberdeen are crumbling now. You did, but you also said it'd be a Tav. 2 seconds, folks. Unfortunately, my friend, I can't time myself out. Unfortunately, but there's been loads of comments, and Stuart is feeling the exact same as everybody else. I am feeling it because we are just running away with this. As Remy says, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. These set pieces, they're just showing more and more how they're actually starting to work for us. Can we? Do you know what? I know that we never get it right, but I want a penalty just so that we can see Conor Barron take it. Danny roll. Danny roll. The irony, for years we struggled to score set pieces, especially under Beal and Clement, and then we're firing them in. You can't time yourself out, just go make a cup of tea and reflect on how you've acted. Right, you ready? Is that enough that time out, was it? Yep, I will get that right now. Guys are asking for a link. Let's get it. Let's see. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. There we go. Just getting, guys. The naughty corner for you. Exactly, I got put in the old naughty corner there. Look at the pull on big high tower straight in front of the ref. I would have hoped. Oh, listen, they're literally just showing us that we can get it. 2 assists with Barron and not look at the league table. It's sweet, especially. I know, sitting 10th in October and now we're sitting second, only 3 points behind Hearts. It's going to be great. I'm saying it now. We are winning the league. I'm not confident. I've already booked myself in for my Rabble tattoo, 22nd of April. I'm telling you right now, Sniper, I've got space on my leg. We win the league. I will book myself in for a Rabble tattoo as well. Saying it right now. No, beat Bop. That is not too much to ask at all. Go to the bathroom. Have a look at yourself in the mirror. Nah, I'm not Jordan because the mirror's not big enough. I need to crouch down. If you have a Danny, you don't need rolls for Brett. Fair, well done. 2 assists this game for Barron, and he was involved in all 3 on Saturday. Boy starting to be our most important player. But if you ask Ian T, he's not good enough. Ian T would tell you he shouldn't be here. Just shocking from him. Unbelievably shocking. And there is going to be 2 minutes added on. I know, I love that they're below us. I know it's early, but they're in 3rd place. Oh, very good. We need to get Waterboot with that one, but you know he has to be going that they're in 3rd place with all Sturner Barron. Let's hope the board don't think we need strengthening. I think we'll finish above them. But Hearts hub, but they need to play them and us again, so we need to wait to see. E&T has too much to ignore him. I literally just says, right, here's my bank card. Go get who you want. Have at it, son. Don't know why the sporting director's in the dugout. It's just a weird one, isn't it? You're shouting your job. I'm just going to sit and watch you. Wait till I get the notepad out. I'm going to be taking notes. Conceding the first 5 minutes. Shite. Conceding before half time. Shite. Can't you get a ball? Gone together. Shite. Right, you're not getting the job. Let's find somebody else. That's what his job is at the end of the day. Have you seen any of the defensive midfielder we're looking at? I haven't, mate. I have not. I think Hearts will destroy them, which is not a good thing for us, though. I'd like a draw in that game. That's exactly it. Spurling, we just need to win every game that we've got. I think they'll battle them at Tynecastle, but they will. With that haircut, he probably is a bit of a nutcase, but the old Danny Rome. We're still gone. So, although it was 2 minutes added on, we've probably got about 2 minutes to go. Yeah, the split will be massively interesting because a lot of people aren't talking about them, but Motherwell are in such a great position, by the way. They've I think they've lost 1 in their last 12 games, and that was against us. They're in some form now, so they have to be taken seriously as well. As Aberdeen break forward here. Dear man, they were a great defending there, by the way. Roll up and spend your last dime. Well, folks, as always, when that halftime whistle goes, I'll look up for halftime, mate, and I will come back to you. Wait, I'll actually get it on. I think Motherwell could potentially be seeing themselves in a title race. Silas Anderson. Oh, the fuck is that? Silas Anderson. Right, I'll have a look at that. I think Motherwell have got to believe they're in a title race. They do. Motherwell overtook everybody and won the league. That's another foul by one of their defenders. Jack Milne this time on Mikey Moore. Just leaves a leg in. I will get him a wee look. 21-year-old Danish footballer, currently playing for BK Haken. Yeah, I think they've got the possibility of finishing 3rd or 4th. I do. I really think Motherwell will fight. Quite funny. See, you can see everybody in the background. Alan's like, do you want to hurry up? I want to go on the screen and talk here. Just hurry up. And he's just like, nah, I'm not even getting on yet. Just leave me be. Ball in here. No, unlucky from Nico. That could have been a 3rd just before half time. Raskin with another header. Almost getting us that 3rd before half time. We are smelling the blood in the water here. So at half time, what we'll do, we'll take this off. We will go to this one. So at half time, it is Rangers 2, Aberdeen 0. I am going to nip away and I'm going to get a wee drink for my half time. I say a drink, I've got 2 right here, so I don't need to go get a drink, but I'm going to go talk to my wife and they'll get booted in the balls. So I will leave you in the capable hands of Ian and Alan. Guys, take it away.
But you go away and go and get your balls booted by the wife. Go on. Just this time, though, when you come back, let me know when you're ready to go again so we don't cut into the second half like I did in the last game. Oh, other Alan, how are we tonight?
All good. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. It's a little bit cold down here. The heating's not working properly. And it's -3 or something. But yeah, it's all good. But warmed up pleasantly by that first half display.
-3 in Parkhead as well, so far.
Well, yes, it is. Yes. But warmed up no end by that first half performance there. First 15 minutes, you can't fault them at all. They just went straight at them. Didn't give them a minute. And Fernandez eventually breaking that deadlock. Mitov trying his best to get a free kick for the phantom foul. But yeah, that first 15 minutes was superb.
I thought so. I thought the first maybe 20 minutes was great. I mean, we were dominant. Nick Walsh is just diabolical the full first half. I don't even know how he's a referee. I don't get it. But we were totally dominant. I think maybe Stuart and Ian could do a wee rabble reports on Scott Fry and his set pieces since he's came in, because that's 2 goals from 2 corners that were just amazing. And you've seen the second one, Nico's. They were all trying to mark Fernandez and watching Fernandez, and he just nipped in and knocked it in like he does. He's so good at headers for corners. But I think we need to... I think after the 20-minute mark, a bit of naivety crept in with how dominant we were. And we kind of took our eye off the ball a wee bit. A couple of mistakes nearly cost us. Luckily, they never. But hopefully, the second half, we can maybe just get an early goal, put it to bed, make a statement, and really send him back up the road with our tails between our legs for Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the background. Are you wanting in, by the way, mister? Give me a thumbs up if you want to come in. I can't hear you because you're not in the room, so I can't hear what you're saying. But anyway, give me a thumbs up if you want to come in. Yeah, that first half was deep. But I think that you're going on about Nick Walsh. Do you think Nick Walsh is suffering because he had to book Devlin so quickly? Do you think that's what it is, that he doesn't want to do it now? Because there was a few of those in the first half where he should have been booking Aberdeen players. The 2 hands in the back, how's that not a booking? But do you think he's batting out of it because he's booked Devlin so quickly?
I just think he's inept. I just think he's not a good referee. The boy that kicked the ball into the crowd as well, how's that not a yellow card? When he missed that sitter? So I think he's just... I just don't rate him as a referee whatsoever. Don't rate his abilities, his decision making. He's just really awful at what he does. And we had a couple of Stonewall free kicks as well that he never gave. So he's just really bad at his job, in my opinion.
But after the first goal, we shown our defensive frailties yet again. That same old story all season. It's been that one long ball over the top, and they were through. This is the one where he kicks the ball into the crowd that was on the side there. He should do a lot better than that, shouldn't he, the Aberdeen player? He should be making that one each. At least making button work.
He missed 2 sitters, didn't he? I mean, it was his first touch, took it away from him, and luckily we've got Jack Rutland in the back who just ran out and collected it. But I think he'll be kicking himself big time. But I think that's something that we need to watch. Oh, there's Andrew. We just need to watch that, because I think we're missing a bit of Dujon's pace, whether that's in the centre of defence, whether that's out on the right-hand side. We're definitely missing his little injection of pace at the back. So I think that's a factor as well. But decision-making nearly cost us twice. But I think that's down to a bit of naivety and complacency with how well we started.
Yeah, I mean, Andrew getting in nearly an hour early because he's not due in until the full-time reaction, but he's hanging around in the background, so we'll let him come in. A decent first half, refereeing aside. We're not going to go on about him. We will talk about him in the full-time reaction, because I think you should talk about referees when you win more than when you lose, because then it's not sour grapes.
Absolutely, yeah.
But all the work that we are doing, the danger stuff, seems to be coming down Magoma's side. We do tend to be staying away from Tav, and anything that does go down there breaks down because of Gassama. But let's stay to the positives. We did drop down a bit, and Aberdeen did have a couple of chances. In the last 15 minutes of the half, we went back at him again. A couple of corners in a row, and there's Nico. Didn't even have to jump for this one. Header into the corner. I'm going to state in the goalkeepers union here, Andrew, that Mitov should be doing a hell of a lot better with it. But I'll take it because I'm a Rangers fan and Nico plays for us. 2-0, and Raskin again showing how dangerous he is from a set play.
Exactly that. I mean, you said about goalkeepers union. My son was a county goalkeeper, and despite he's my son, he was very, very good. And, he's criticised a few of Buckland's performances in the past. But Alan's got it right there. We got caught a couple of times there with that normal ball we get caught with. But do you know what I've noticed tonight? And I don't know if you guys have noticed it. And this is why I jumped in, because I'm so pleased to see it. They're all congratulating each other when they do something well. Shaking hands, right, well done. You've helped me shepherd that out even, And we've missed that for a long, long time, in my opinion. And that shows that they really are coming together. And, humbly, they really are coming together. Okay, Aberdeen are maybe at the lowest or the highest, whichever way you want to view it, sacking a manager. But to see your players shaking hands with each other at throw-ins and, whatever it is, that just shows you they've got that combative element back about them, which I think has been missing for months.
Yeah, it's showing you something that the Russell Martin team didn't have. We've got a team, is what it's showing you. We've now got a team. So hopefully that moves on as we go through the remainder of what is this season. Alan, Mikey Moore, that first half, I think he's been everywhere. I think he's covered every blade of grass on that Aberdeen pitch, in their half at least. And they're trying his best to kick him off the ball. He's having the time of his life right now.
He is, yeah. I just want to first of all touch on what Andrew said. I completely agree. I don't know if I started watching it first on Sky Sports, and while they were chatting away, you could see in the background the players warming up, and they just looked, there was so much unity there and togetherness when they were just warming up, hugging each other, shaking hands, and you could just see the warmth that was there within the group. But with regards to Mikey Moore, he's been, I think, going by what I was watching, there seemed to be a bit of rotational going on in the midfield. So sometimes Mikey was going out on the wing, sometimes he was going in the middle. I've seen Barron playing at the right-hand side as well at occasion. So I think whether that's a tactical thing that Danny's brought in, or whether he's just said, go out and do your best. What you do best, I don't know. But I think he's been brilliant. I think the whole team is just the discipline in this team. The first half has just been amazing. There's been no... Right, okay, fair enough. There's been a couple of lapses of judgment. But apart from that, the discipline has been sensational, in my opinion.
Yeah, they have been decent. I mean, they've lost a couple over the top, which we've seen all season. But they've cleared it up. By that one where he should really score. There are two where they should really do a lot better, Aberdeen. But I'm just really glad that they are absolute garbage. But we do have a question. Paul McCorrickle, he's asking me, but as I'm the host, I get to ask you. Do you think Rowe will make any changes at half time? I'm assuming, because I'm assuming he'll make changes in the second half at some point. But do you see the need for any changes at half time, Alan?
I think we'll look sluggish out on the right, and that's simply, Tav's lost a bit of pace over the years. So maybe swap Stelling for Tav. But I think the first half went so well, he might not see the need to make any changes. Raskin missed a sitter towards the end of the first half. If he'd scored that, then we're talking shut and shop the second half potentially. So I don't know. I hope that helps.
A little bit. Andrew, do you think he'll make any changes for the second half?
I fall in with Alan there, really. We are a little bit weak with pace on the right. We know why. God bless Tav. We've all criticised him, let's be honest. But he's been a good servant to the club. I think what we should do, in my humble opinion, is to give it 10 minutes, see how we settle for the second half. Because we've obviously, we're on the front foot at the moment and we've got to keep it like that. So, do we change too early or do we wait too late? It's that old scenario, isn't it? But I think what we do is we wait for 10, maybe 15 minutes, then we look to change it. And then obviously I don't want to go into the depth of the thing. Hopefully Dujon's head's on the right place. He's not been hurt, obviously, which is the crucial thing. And if he does come on, I think he's got something to offer, as Alan just said, pace-wise.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We don't know what happened on that thing. Anything could happen. We don't know, so we're not going to talk about that.
No, exactly.
Other than sorry, I was just going to say, other than Sterling, who on that bench improves the team, do you think?
I would like to see Miovski come on at some point, just because I wanted to score against that lot. If he doesn't and he saves it for the weekend game, that'd be even better.
I'm just going to say, would you not rather see him do it at Pittodrie, Hamish?
I want to see him do it in both. I want to see him do it in both. Matondo comes on, scores. I said in the build up that Matondo comes on and gets the second goal for us. So the next goal now for us. Bring Matondo on just to rub it into Aberdeen. But the next WATP 6528 is saying next goal is vital in this game. Aberdeen get it, pressure is on us, but if we get it, kills the game off and we can relax and we can bring on the likes of a Matondo to give him minutes and whatnot. So as always, 2-0 is a dodgy score. You've got to get that next one. Got to go out and get that next one. Literally now we are just waiting for Alex when he's ready to come back in and take over.
Well, apologies for jumping in, mate, but I was just so happy to see the way the players were interacting with each other. I couldn't hold on, to be honest.
I agree. Yeah.
They were.
It has been a while since we've seen that, hasn't it? You're probably talking Europa League run.
Hasn't it just?
I think Alex
was the last time.
May well be ready to come back in and take over from us. Now I've been given a thumbs up. So Andrew and Alan, thank you very much. Andrew, I'll see you at full time when Mark joins us.
Thanks for putting up with me, mate. Appreciate it.
No worries. And Alan, cheers for jumping in for the halftime, mate. And I'll see you again soon.
See you in a bit. Bye.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. So I'll let you get away and watch the second half, and I will catch you back here for full time, mate. So, as always, thanks very much for that build up, and go enjoy your second half.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit, mate. Right, let's get this sorted. Bush, and then Bush. Sorted. There we go. Look at that. And look at that. When Martin's not here, the professionals turn up. As soon as Martin's not here, we're all the professionals. I reckon Sterling will play. I think he does get on. Listen, get Matondo on just to rub it in that he is that poor that he can still get a kick about. I think Matondo gets on. I think there'll be, excuse me, third goal, and then if we get a third goal, you bring on the subs that are not getting on. So we'll see like Kieran Dillon, we'll see Aarons, we'll see Ntiala, we'll see Matondo, and we'll probably see either Danilo or Miovski. But I think it will just be get the rotational side on because you're going to have to look at it that we play them again and they're looking to try and injure our players. I think he looks very composed on the ball, Paul. Not a player that pops up a lot of goals, but just looks like a strong player in the midfield. I think we could easily do somebody like that. Sillis in our team, and I think he would be easy. Obviously, he's rated at about 7 million, so it might be a bit of a money to get him in. I can't see us going for another loan, so it might be a wee bit of cash. But no, I reckon that this game will take care of itself in the second half. The Red Rock comment, mate, I can't make sense of it. I don't know what comment you mean. Sniperino, you'll have to get us in as the players come out for the second half. So Rangers have been very much on top in this game. Asgard could easily get on as well. I think he needs a run out, but we need that third goal. Before the game, Red Rock said, let's not mention Dujon this game. I think it's just because we're wanting to see what happens with Dujon Sterling, obviously just because he's obviously allegedly been in a car crash after the win at Celtic Park. Just getting in there for all Wilf Marshall. And I think it's just... I've not seen the sub, so you'll need to tell me what the subs are. I've not seen it yet. It probably will be. It's a strange sub from Danny Rowe. Who did he sub on? Yeah, I mean, we need to be spending big, so we need the money in. But I've not seen the substitutions yet. A great way to stunt Motherwell's form by their players. Yeah, if we get like Elliot Watt and Maswisi in, then you very much do stunt it. Very professional. Like Sky Sports are shitting themselves. I'm taking over Sky Sports, mate. It's all right. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. So Aberdeen players are already out. They're obviously waiting on Rangers coming out, as are we. They've still not appeared out the tunnel yet. I'm hovering over the old tactic or the old team sheet here to see who we need to be changing, because I think there is players getting ready to come on. It's High Timber Sports now. Exactly. I'm that big. I can just take the channel, but that's mine. Thank you. Asgard from Moore. Shut die next time. No chance. I think it's probably just because there he is again. James Alder with the same comment again. Of course, you're taking over Sky. You're that high up there. It just makes sense. Exactly. Moore was playing great. But again, it's probably a fitness thing, isn't it? So let's go Moore for Asgard. Let's move it in just a touch. There we go. Sorted. Oh no, go back. There we go. That'll do it. Right, let's get that swapped. There. Listen, I don't think it's a bad sub because, yeah, exactly. He'll be saving him just because the fact that he's played a lot of football, Mikey Moore. Yes, he's getting into a bit of form now, but there's a lot of games coming up. I mean, just need to be sensible with minutes here. So, Jesus Christ. He might have got a niggle, but Aberdeen were snapping at the bit. They were absolutely trying to snap him off the park. So I don't think it's a bad sub to get him on. I think it's got to be, we other people, it's got to be a bot. It's got to be. Matrix, you're right on. Please play well, Thalo. Come on. Asgard needs to keep the form going. Yes, he died off in the game. Yeah, I mean, he died off because he got that booking, though, innit? Listen, I think Asgard had to come on. I think we're at a stage where we're probably comfortable in this game. Get the third and the game's done. I would reset Gassama, rest Gassama, and put Matondo on because Gassama's been off what he has. We just absolutely take him to assault here, kill this game off. Asgard scores. Let's wait and see then. Listen, I'm not caring if we don't get a goal for open play. See if we're getting 2, 3, 4 set piece goals. I'll take it all day. What's deflating? Seeing Asgard, come on. No chance. Come on. We're 2-0 up. Big, listen, this Asgard hit. Wait for him to pop up with a goal here. I mean, Scott Fry's done some job at least getting the set piece goals. That will be a great point for the full-time analysis from the gents. Are we just letting Aberdeen have the ball now because the press seems to have gone a bit? Have we not learned to not question Danny's tactics? Exactly. They shut us up every single time as that ball flies out of play. Demolish a Fry. Yeah, we'll see at the end of the game, I suppose. The Scott Fry was no surrender. I am on 46-40. How was that a foul? 4-0 soon. I need to get the third first. How far is fucking Armstrong getting to roll that ball forward there? A full minute ahead. Jesus Christ. Jordy likes a full English. Listen, Celtic can be an anomaly for a lot of our players. A lot. I think Miovski should get minutes, aye. They're starting to get a bit more physical in this second half, Aberdeen. If you just watch them, they're starting to put a few tackles in here. No, I did see a comment there, Paul, and I did say about it as well. It was Asgard that got us the goals in those games as well, so we need to just obviously allow this boy to play his game here. How's that not a free kick, by the way? He's literally pulling Asgard back there and still nothing. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Oh, if Mielski got on and scored, it'd be brilliant. That's exactly what Asgard got booked for, by the way. That's how he's looking to say, where's the booking? Because that's another pullback. That's exactly what Asgard got booked for. He literally got booked for doing that. Finley's not on the sub bench at all, mate, no. Nico. Oh, he takes a strike there. We tend to look at. Oh, it's another one that should be a yellow card, and it's not. And yet, we're just never going to see them. Oh, the rough tactics are definitely coming into play here. Elite FIFA ref going into the World Cup. Exactly. That's what we have to deal with, by the way. And then does that get rid? Oh, there we go. Asgard just imposing himself physically here. That's Stuart Armstrong now. Where is the booking here? Noster, there we go. About fucking time. Noster getting booked. Jesus, about time. I think Finley's been moved on loan. I think he'll be moved on loan. What's funny here, though, is the fact that he's handing out yellow cards to the players that are committing 2, 3, 4 fouls, but not booking the same players because he knows that, like, oh, I can't send them off. That'll ruin the game for me. That'll ruin my cooking. Why is Tav not having a word with the ref? Oh, I know. It's having to be Nico Raskin that's fucking doing it every time. It looks like Gassama swapped back onto a stronger side. Know that it's working for him, like. He probably is the cup ref as well, aye. What a ball that is. Oh, what a ball that was from Barron. Barron trying to get a hat-trick of assist here. They can't get the balls, so they just foul. Oh, aye, exactly. But they get away with it because they're clever with their fouls. Yeah, we need to see the youth playing. I think we'll see them against Annan probably, though. Stoddard Barron, get on the score sheet. Come on, son. Ian Crocker saying Mikey Moore got a knock against Celtic, so Danny's managing the minutes. I might be surprised. It was probably the copper that gave him the knock. As he was trying to celebrate, he's helped him get away from that, and he's just moved him at the road. Out wide here to Gassama. Gassama with the ball in. That's a great ball. Tav just can't do anything with it. Stunner Baron or corner Baron? Oh, corner Baron. Corner Baron. Jesus Christ. Baron quietly having a decent game. Well, he's got 2 assists, so I don't think he's been very quiet. But I know what you mean, though. But I was going to say it was 2-1, but they got a goal ruled out. Somerville got it ruled out, and then they went and scored. Brutal. Every time I hear Maurice Ross on RTV, I'm really impressed with his vision and intelligence. Why isn't he in our coaching staff? Because we like him better for RTV. Probably that Tim Copper kicked him and moved, but exactly, it's like he just gave him a wee kick. Dio's been very quiet, but in a good way. He's just gone about his job this game. That's a great ball over the top, by the way. Can Gassama do anything with this? He's up against Devlin. He's managed to get past him. And again, he just can't get the final delivery. He puts a good ball in, but just cannot get the ball in. And that'll be a Rangers throw. Kevin Nisbet appealing that one, but none in it. I don't care. I don't get as much now for health reasons. Alex in the watch along is like, Alex in the watch along is like being in the pub with your mates watching the game. Thank you, Alex in the Rabble. Graham, thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that comment there. Tav just absolutely flying that one out of nowhere. But no, I appreciate that, Graham. Listen, we are, Jesus Christ. Here at the Rabble, we're for everybody. If you can't get out, watch these watch alongs because they'll keep you entertained week in, week out. Even if it's a shite game of football, we'll talk about what you need, what you're having for your dinner, anything, mate. We're pinning them back. They're relying on counters and long balls. You need to keep an eye on that. Exactly, mate. I fully agree with you. I hope Barron gets a goal for us. I don't mind if he doesn't because he's going about his job and getting assists. I'm sorry to hear that, pal. Glad to be... Exactly, we're all glad to be watching it here, mate. Dear man, see what I mean about Dio, by the way? See what I mean? If I was offered the chance to go to the pub with Alex, I'd stay home. Well, cheers, Charles. I was going to do something else, but I realised I can't. So, cheers. Man of the match so far, Alex. For me, it's Barron. It's Connor Barron. It's 100% Connor Barron. Even though he just got sat in his arse there. But Nico Raska went, that's my pal. No, it is a monster, my friend. Just a monster. Monster energy. Nevin Kisbet, Aberdeen's new signing. Nevin Kisbet. Exactly. You've always got the Rabble family with you. It's definitely got to be Corner Barron. Corner Barron is the man of the match so far. Oh my God. That's a ball to the face, that is. Dio looking like he's pulling up a wee bit. Double change. So Bojan Miovski looking like he's probably coming on for Yusuf Chermiti. Oh, Jesus. If we win the league, we should do a Rangers Rabble sub crawl. Subway loyal. Haha. 15 stops to get drunk in. Jesus Christ. Some of the Rabble wouldn't make it one stop. Oh, Nico just taking that away there. He's just overran it. Knows he has. Exactly. So he knows that it'll be Miovski on. I wonder who the other one's going to be. Probably Tav, I'm guessing, for Sterling. That'd be my guesses. Oh, Cameron's not on the bench. Aye, Miovski's coming on. So Miovski for Chermiti, definitely. It's got to be Sterling for Tav, surely. So Chermiti's definitely the easy one. Chermiti's he's had a good game, but looking a bit tired, getting him off. But who is Sterling coming on for? It's John Suter. I'm going to do this, then I think it'll be this. Oh, missed it. Yeah, there we go. Why does that look silly? And yeah, that's right. Right. Right, there we go. Sort that, and get that one on. There's Sama towering away here. He's managed to find Dio. He's found it Asgard. Oh! Goal! Stunner was. Oh, he was hit. You had a stunner for that one there. Oh, I thought he was getting a goal. That was some hit from Connor Barron. Oh, I thought he would score there. That was a rocket. Oh, that was a rocket. Oh, would have loved that to go in there for Connor Barron. Oh, so close. This stadium would have erupted if Connor Barron had scored that one. The old Stonner here. Yeah, I think I got my graphics wrong. I think Dujon's gone into the centre back role and Tav has gone. I think so. So we're just going to sort that quickly. So this will be Sterling here. And this will be Tav. There we go. Because Tav is still pushing forward. So we'll go with that. Rangers just knocking it about. Aberdeen are going to be bringing on Clarkson and Lazatek. Chimity clapping the fans clapping him tapping the badge. You'll love to see it, mate. You do. I think after his wee shush comment against Hibs, he's just started to almost grow up a bit. And you've seen him actually just develop into a player that wants to be here and shows that he's actually fighting for his position at the club. Rangers corner. Barron is kind of like McCall. A few goals will kick him on. We need to hold on to Raskin. He's a tenacious wee player. We still him, Juffer Barron, and how it was panning out for the club. Look how quickly things can change. Still on the days, just nice to see. Barron on his form must be a contender for Scotland. He's like, he needs to be in the Scotland squad. I said it for the off. He needs to be in the Scotland squad, 100%. Whatever it is that he's not getting in, then fair enough. But for me, Connor Barron has to be in that Scotland squad. That's a good ball in. Oof. Close again from Fernandez. He just towers and he just can't get it on. Stoner is running the slow show. So Katarson coming off. For Leighton Clarkson. I know, but realistically, you've got like Ryan Christie in there that's getting too old, John McGinn that's getting too old. You've got to keep in McTominay, but surely Connor Barron's better than what a Lennon Miller that's not playing, a Lewis Ferguson that's got a few injuries about him. Who else in there realistically is keeping Connor Barron out? I don't think there's many. These new players only know our fans when we turn on them. Now the new guys are finally seeing what it's like when we're winning and near the top. Could push them more. It could. Jesus, Butland, man. Dilly-dally in there, but he's done well. I think Asgard's been decent. He has been decent since he came on, I'd agree. Oh, Jesus. Gilmore and Ferguson are both better players. I don't know. Billy Gilmore, that's been quite injury prone while been at Napoli. Lewis Ferguson, yes, the captain of Bologna, but had quite a few injuries during that qualifying period, almost got himself sent off. I don't know. Jesus, come on. Give yourself. I like that we are developing a reputation now from set pieces. They're talking about McGregor coming out of retirement for Scotland, so Barron has no chance. Yeah, but he's only doing that now because we're going to a World Cup. It's the selfishness of those kind of players. Oh, I need to represent the country on the big stage. Shouldn't be anywhere near that Scotland team. Leighton Clarkson with the ball in. Oh, Nisbet was close there. Butland had to tip it round the post. Clarkson puts in a great ball. Nisbet gets on the end of it. Rangers need to watch that there because that's a great ball in. How's that not a foul on Jack Butland, by the way? Jack Milner's got two arms around Butland, stopping him even jumping. Mikey Moore's fine. Look at the smile. Boy's fine. Just starting to get a bit sloppy here. Starting to get a bit sloppy. I'm telling you. Immobilier trying to understand Ferguson. That would be hilarious. That's Sniper says, if you're new to the channel, why not become a channel member of the Rabble family by hitting that join button? It starts from as little as $1.99 a month. The extra content is second to none. The Discord is just mental. Just don't even ask about that now. But so much from the Rabble that this is not the only show we do. We do so much more. This is usually a member show, but as Martin's away, he makes it public and then doesn't tell you. So it's great. Tonight should be the night Tav loses his armband, or would that cause disruption at an integral part of the team building? I'd probably not. Yeah, I'd leave him with the armband now, but let him know that he's not fully a starter. £3 for the Patreon, the home of the intellectuals, as Stuart is saying on the old Patreon. Sniper, can you afford the $1.99? Just Immobilier standing in the dressing room after a team talk going, I don't know what's going on. Parlez-vous français? I don't know how to speak Italian. That's the only thing I know in French. So there you go. Discord's a therapy. Jesus. Dio just waste that there. Membership as well worth it. Well, there you go. The Peacock strikes back. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I want to know what Stevie's on about with the what? all Wilfred should apply for the Aberdeen job. Xbox Game Pass is now £23 exactly. Rip off. Immobilier is Italian. Yes, I know that one. I just can't speak Italian. So you're only getting the little bit of French, I know. Baron fizzes that to Gassama out wide. Gassama running at Devlin again. Gassama! Oh, fucking... What a waste, man. The greed right now. You need... Exactly. £23 just to get online as well. And if you've not got a connection, any games that you bought online, you can't play. Diamante... Oh, fuck's sake. Diamante down injured. Well, that is Kieran Dowell going to be coming on for Mohamed Diamante. It was absolute miles away. Don't you start. It was gone away. Mohamed Diamante has to go off, I think. He's requesting that sub. So Mohamed Diamante coming off. I'd imagine it's either going to be Dowell or maybe Danilo. I mean, they're all just jogging about. One uses a sub. We just get off. I mean, I still play for my PlayStation and my Xbox. The added bonus is that I get to share it with the winner a wee bit, so it's not too bad. I even get my Tondo one. Why not? But we've not even got one on. I thought he was better through the middle. I'll give you that. Aye. It will be Dowell coming on. It's Danilo. It's Danilo coming on. Yeah, here you go. Danilo's the man coming on. So Rangers TV getting it wrong yet again. Just helping us out with that one. Listen, I know this will not be the formation, but it's the one that we're using, right? So there we go. Danilo sitting there, right? Brandon Barker spotted at Glasgow Airport. Oh, Spanky, 100% right. They do. They show exactly why we need strength, because none of these players should be good enough to get on at all. That's never a free kick. Never. And it's a talking to as well. I don't even want to call him Dio Bambi, as he's been okay for a few games now. Andrew just turning into old D&T there, trying to flex the cash there. Turning into old Thompson. And there he is. Stephen Robertson. Big Robertson in arms. Good morning, mate. Good morning. And big Robert Rankin thinks he could get a game. They bother to. Aye, Cassie, you're spot on. Big Steve-O. Just out his pit just to watch. Ball over the top. Ah, nice and comfortable for Jack Butland. Rothwell is getting punted this month. No chance. Still injured. Look at the triangles. Asgard to Magoma. Magoma to Gassama. I think so, Andrew, but I think they're just trying to see the game out now. They know that they've won it. Oh, lovely pass from Gassama. Oh, Danilo just cannot get the killer edge on that there. Just a great wee pass there, but Danilo needs to be doing better with that. In a window of Gigas and Harrens, yet Rothwell managed to be the worst. Exactly. So, corner here from Stonner Barron. Nick was raging that Aberdeen and not given the opportunity to give a penalty against Rangers. Listen, it's all about the 6 points, has to be. Oh. They're starting to get a good connection, Jordy. This is Kiskinen and Jensen coming on. So not Jesper Karlsson. Does need to be more consistent. Most comfortable I've seen it. Oh, 100%. It's the most comfortable we have been against them in a long, long time. Long time. Can we keep it up? in a cold, snowy night up in Pittodrie, though. Tav just slowing us down again. And now we're just playing it round the back, letting them have to come out. I'm lobbying Sky Sports to get Hightower a match commentator rather than this awesome listening to. Cheers, mate! If my commentary is that giddy, go, Alex, the Rabble Discord is full of heat cases that talk about none but shit. Exactly, mate. Exactly. This game would probably have been a lot harder if they kept Jimmy Tilleen. Fully agree with you. He's getting the game time we put in the shop window. Yep. A few dodgy challenges there from Aberdeen allowed to go. League is ours. Kevin Isbert was a big hype a few years ago. It looks like a job. I fully agree with you. Can we keep it up? You can with two. These Jesus Christ. Always turn the match down and listen to the show. You're some man, Aldo. Hope you're all enjoying the game, lads. We are the people. Exactly, Calvin, mate. Banter, it's called, I believe. I'll cover the wages. There you go. My 2 cans of Monster. There's my wages for you. Sorted. Over 64% possession, 17 shots, 6 on target. And the Sheep have had 4 shots, 2 on target. Hello, Alex. Just jumped in to see how you are. Can we play it every Tuesday? Best game of... Exactly, mate. I'm good as well. Thank you very much. But best game we played in a while. There's been some sloppy play, but nothing that they've done to actually trouble us, really. A kind of Mango local will be perfect. No, he's not been the same since that ACL injury. No, he's not. Oh, aye. We're going to have to be absolutely spot on Sunday. And a nice easy catch from Jack Butland. Yeah, I mean, we need to be disciplined, but we need to just make sure we don't get dragged into any silly shit by Aberdeen because they're going to try it. See if we can get any of our players banned for Sunday. 2 goals, 2 different scorers, and a clean sheet. Take it. So far, we'll take it. There's a certain man up top that needs to get a goal. Oh my God. That's a silly ball that is to Mitov. That'll be a free kick, aye. What I will take is the discipline tonight has been very, very good. We've not even had a yellow card, and that says it all for us. We're going to sting them on the counter with a third. Here's hoping, mate. Here is hoping. Oh, that's a great pass, that is, by the way, from Thilo Asgard. Just a wee flick in. Here you go. Raskin over the top to Tav with a great pass. And then Tav just goes back the way. You've got 3 in front of you, Tav. Go forward. We're just making Aberdeen run now. We're just tiring them out. Look at them. We're just literally making them chase the ball here. Just making them chase the ball. I know. They've had 2. They should have had about 10. Oh my God. We are just playing around them like they're not even here to. Raskin slips there though. Oh, and unlucky from Asgard not to get that. What is this football? It's so nice to look at by Rangers. Roll has worked wonders with what he's got. Can't even read that out, Robert. I can't read that out. You have to get ready for the next game, but I wonder who that's against. Why? It's against Aberdeen. Saw Sterling coming on. He's like the final boss, doesn't care about the crash. No, he's just like, well, do what I want. No, this game he's not passed the ball forward. Jack Butler's footwork thus far has been... Oh, it has. He's been on point. Just smashed that away to right over the halfway line. The Sterlinator. Oh, Fernandez just saying, see you later. We're just starting to peg them back. I'm really liking this. Couldn't tell you the last time we were this comfortable against the Sheep. Honestly, I can't tell you. We've just been so comfortable. We've not really had anything to do. Look at Barron. We're controlling the game. He's still telling them, get forward, close these gaps down. Get in that space. Danilo. Can he pass it forward? He does. He gives it to Barron. Barron back to Tav, maybe. Tav to whip one in. Tav goes back to it again. Whip it in the fucking box. Oh, Raskin's just like coming in. Oh, sorry. No, you don't need to apologise, mate. It's funny. Raskin! What a save that is from Dimitar Mitov, by the way. What a save. That he's not striking that any cleaner, by the way. That is a great save from Dimitar Mitov. We were 13 points behind Hearts before Danny Roll took over. Well done, Danny. To now be only 3 behind. Yes, we played a game more. When I started the weekend, if Butland was alive in 1912, we would have saved the Titanic. Jesus Christ. 2-0 win, clean sheet, 3 points. And exactly. Couldn't ask for much more. Could not ask for much more at all. That'd have been goal of the game, by the way, from Raskin. Because that was an unbelievable goal. Right, strike, sorry. It's a great save. Great save. Look how comfortable we are when they start coming forward. Just back into position, start again, make them run for it, play our own game. The confidence right now that these players are playing with is just unbelievable. Barron's man of the match, 100%. Oh, Thilo, what a turn. Oh, he just had to put a bit more height on that, but it was a great opportunity. Barron's just like, that's mine. Flying back in there to Stuart Robertson. Aren't we all, my friends, starting to enjoy my football again? We all are, mate. We all are. He's definitely woke up. I mean, the passes is just unbelievable right now. They're so nice to see. 1-2, quick passes. Nobody's dilly-dallying on the ball, making them watch. They're getting nothing out of this. That's surely a free kick. Oh! Fernandez is like, don't fucking think about it. Fernandez is just saying, you are getting nowhere near that. Get out of here with it. Fernandez just throwing himself. Barron shouting, pointing. Again, has anyone seen Cap? No chance. Oh, he's definitely one of the best defenders for us. Without a shadow of a doubt. Just throwing himself about like there was no tomorrow there. Bring on Max Aarons for Tav. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Barron just picked that out there. Oh, unlucky Danilo. Unlucky. Slating who? Exactly. Rybo, you're right. Oh, Peterborough fan. Sorry, Peterborough. Aye, sorry. They said he wasn't good enough to be here. Well, Jesus Christ. The boy is just showing them exactly what he's got. Aye, sorry. I get you now. My bad. Tav, can he swing in a ball here? He can. Oh. Tav actually chased that there. He probably gets that. They just cut that across. That's a great takedown, by the way. Again, Fernandez just like, that's mine, by the way. 19 shots, 7 on target with a 66% possession. Mental. He could well be the best sign this season. Very well could be. We're watching prime Barcelona here. Why would Emmanuel Fernandez be in the Portugal squad? He's English. Do we just not want to give that ball to Barron is literally getting kicked about and he's still going, can't touch this, you can't touch this, not allowed to. You can touch this, you can touch this, la 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 la. He's literally just taking the piss now. Honestly, taking the piss. Stunner Barron just spinning round going, it's my ball, leave it alone. Could this be James Tavernier territory? Rafaela Tavares Gomez Fernandez. Is that Emmanuel Fernandez now? Because Emmanuel Fernandez, our centre back, is English. I don't know if we're talking about the same Fernandez, because Fernandez is English. Take out Harry Maguire. He always seems to get in that England squad. Can't edge Barron posters on the wall. We stood out with the big boys. Conor Barron got the Rangers TV man of the match. He also gets the Rabble man of the match as well. Fernandez was the guy we signed last season and we replaced him with the better Fernandez. Yeah, we had Fernandez that we got on loan for the League O and we got rid of him straight away because he got injured against who else? Aberdeen. And then we got rid. Fernandez got a Scottish granny. He's still out injured, Jesus. Barron just absolutely destroying the sheep. Conor Barron coming off. Man of match coming off. What a performance he has put in, by the way. What a performance he has put in, by the way. Max Aaron's coming on. Aye. Conor Barron done his job. He was outstanding in a field with the sheep. That was just poor. Sorry. I'll take myself away again. I can all apologise. I will hang my head in shame for that. Barron deserves all the applause. Fully does. Hey, listen, that's... Need to stop the tab hate roll, clearly phasing them out, which is what we want. Listen, the tab hate is a bit mental, to be fair. Yes, he's been on the decline, but he's still putting on a shift. Yes, he likes to go back the way a lot, but He's actually playing a role we all wanted him to play. He's now playing the midfield. Jesus fucking Christ. Where's that one going, Thilo? Conor Barron was man of the match. Beat Bop, yep. Sheep are particularly intelligent. He silenced the lamb. See, why can you not make the comments and I'm not allowed to? That's shocking. Wow. There you go, Stephen. One of the windows went in. It's a ball. Must be Thilo, was it? Thilo just punt your windows in. Jack Butland has had to do very little tonight, by the way. Very little. It's because we were all idiots, Hightower. So am I. I'm just the one that gets to sit here and do this. Exactly. Second. Never saw the day that we'd be doing that. We're so comfortable right now. Oh, the match sponsors gave it to Nico Raskin, but the RTV gave it to Conor Barron. Exactly. I'm always high and mighty me. Just so tall. So tall. Exactly. Get your faces on the show then. Come on. Put the league. It can come down to goals on annual. Listen, we don't need to worry about that because we're going to absolutely run over the top of Hearts next time we play them. We're going to run over that mob and we're just going to have fun with it. We're just going to make it nice and easy. Mark, you're cool, mate. I can see you looking. You're fine. Don't you worry. You are fine, my friend. You've got plenty of time. You can see Mark in the background. Butland saved a header again. He did. It was a great save, by the way, to put it past the post. Aberdeen boss having to phone Mr. Plough. Right, where's Paul McCorkle? Get him on that all Plough. I'm just always high and I'm only 5'10". Yeah, I'm 6'5". From second bottom to the top. Mental. Listen, I think most of the teams had a very good game. A wee Miovski goal just to top off the night, that would be great. Come on with it. Come on without. Exactly. We've all got the Hightower. Oh! Jesus. And Manny again. Manny again. Jesus. He's offside, like. Match sponsors always give it to who they want to meet. They do. They do. They're not silly. They'll nip back into work and block the sheep with the snow. So we have to play the youth. Right. 2.5 minutes to go. Corner here for Aberdeen. Oh, and it's blocked again. Usama just trying to clear it away. Oh, and he's got the afterburners on now. Oh, he's just taking the piss and making it count. Out wide. Can we get anybody in the middle here? Nope. D'Lo. Oh, come on. That's a chance to go forward. Get another goal. Exactly. The other people, that will be the day. February 11th. Theo just has to go. Unless he gets jumped over there. Minute to go. Right, surely James Alder, are you like you've got to be about? You've come in with the same stuff the whole watch along now. Now you're giving us a score and the scorers. Oh, Raskin taking the piss there. We are just making this so easy here. So, folks, as always, as we near the end of this game, I just want to say a massive thank you from the Rabble again for being here for the watch along and for most of this match day experience, which is not over yet because we do have Hamish, Mark, and Andrew to take you through the reaction to this game, which has been a very comfortable 2-0 in all honesty. We now have to look forward to the return trip on Sunday as we go up north to Pittodrie, and hopefully another very easy game. Can't time someone out for a prediction. No, you can't. But as Sniper says, we have been very ruthless. But the whistle is going to go any second now, and we are going to put the sheep to bed. And there you go. It has finished. Rangers 2, Aberdeen 0. A lot of us wouldn't have predicted that to be such a comfortable game, and it really has been. Thank you very much to each and every one of you again, though. The support has always been immense. Stuart as well on the Patreon. Thank you very much, mate. It has been great. As soon as we get Ian and Mark ready, I'll bring the guys in until they come in. I'll waffle, as I usually do, because I waffle all the way through it, and it's good. But thank you very much, folk. I mean, this is going to be an interesting tie now. We sit 3 points behind Hearts. We do have a game. We have played a game more, but it just starts to show that Danny Roll is very much here for the duration. And Paul McGonigal, as always, mate, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I do. Thank you to each and every one of you for your comments as well. We've got a long way to go with this squad. As we've seen, a lot of the subs that come on aren't good enough, or they do their jobs, but they're not there to be starters. And I think that's going to be plain to see. January is going to be a massive window for Rangers. But I will wait for the thumbs up from the old Ian in the background. As soon as we are ready to go, I will bring you in. So I think we're good to go, folks. I'm going to say thank you very much as always. I will leave you in the capable hands of the guys. Wait till I get this off your screen and we can do that. And then we'll bring them in. Look, there we go. Bang, bang, and bang. Right, guys. Thank you very much as always from me. I'll leave you to it and enjoy your reaction. See you later, boys.
But just don't go anywhere because I'll need you for post-match interviews when they come up, because for some reason they just will not play on my computer. We tried it earlier. Anyway, there we go. Full time. Finishes the same score as it did at halftime, 2-0. Fairly comfortable tonight, and now joined by Mark, who seems to be trapped in a room with some boxes, and Andrew back again for the full-time analysis now. Mark, how you doing?
Yes, I'm good, mate. Obviously fighting through these boxes to try and get in the room, but apart from that, mate, I'm all right.
Andrew, you all right? Second half? How did that feel?
I'm sorry, mate. Yeah, I was just wondering if Mark's got some dead bodies in the boxes since he moved in. You know what I mean? He's trying to get rid of.
It's a sofa bed.
Just where you go when you upset people. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I need one of them.
Never stay at Mark's.
Anyway, an overall 90 minutes, which was fairly decent. A couple of little moments here and there, but mostly decent match tonight, Mark. We went out there, we did the business in the first half. We've done what we've wanted this team to do. Go out, get 2 goals up, make it nice and easy on yourself, and if we can get a third one in the second half, so be it. We'll try and hit them on the break. Overall, a decent night.
Yes, mate. Obviously, we'll go through the points, but yeah, I was really impressed tonight. And the whole, it was a much better performance. Obviously, the weekend's performance the second half was obviously a really good performance, but that match, I'm pretty content with the whole match. Pretty much, I think Aberdeen be limited them to a couple of speculative efforts, but we done really well. I loved all the intricate little play in that throughout the whole game, so I was pretty pleased with the whole game, mate.
Yeah, and Andrew, as Paul McGarrigle saying there, we wanted the team to put in another performance from the weekend. They stood up tonight against usually a tricky game for us, Aberdeen, because they usually come all guns a-blazing, but it didn't really cause us any major problems tonight. Any problems that they did cause were caused by our own sort of just letting them run through.
Yeah. I mean, tonight, as I said earlier, apologies again for jumping in like I did, but I just couldn't help myself. It was just the unity that we showed tonight as a group, as players, as a squad. Yes, we've got subs, as Alex said, that come on that are, never likely to be starters. But as Mark said, it was comfortable tonight. And possibly that's the first time for a long time, that we've kind of looked like that. Even the second half, we were inviting them on a bit, but the players still were comfortable with the ball at their feet. Interpassing between each other. Yeah, there was a couple of sort of, as you said, Ian, hairy moments, but that was caused by ourselves, not by Aberdeen. So it's looking more and more positive, I think, as we go forward.
It does. Danny Rowe definitely has done something, as it was mentioned in commentary, that we were 13 points behind Hearts, and in 6th in the league when he took over. We're now 2nd in the league and 3 points behind Hearts, albeit a game in the hand, but points in the bag is better than a game in the hand, just in case. So, Mark, Danny Rowe's done an amazing job since he's come in, and culminated in what has been a tricky period of fixtures. Okay, we lost to Hearts. Had we just gone at it for a little bit longer, had Miovski's goal Fernandez's goal counted, and Miovski not been offside by a toe or onside by a toe, depending on which way you look at it, we could be sitting level on points with Hearts tonight. But a tricky period. They've come through it. They've really come through it.
Yes, mate. I've been impressed by Danny Rowe's record. Like I say, he's lost one game, is it, domestically? 2 games. 1 game
domestically, league-wise. He's obviously lost the cup semi-final as well. But
one domestically in the league, and then we've drawn 2 or 1. So, and we've won the rest of them. So his form has been managerial great. So yeah, I'm pleased with it. We seem to be building momentum as well from the weekend's game, and silently, because people obviously are still going, "Oh, we're not great," but he's churning out the results. A few key signings in this window, and we could be in for a proper title fight this season. And obviously we're sandwiched 3 points one way and then 3 points the other way, but obviously they've got games in hand, so but we've got the points in the bag, like you say. That's the main thing. So we just need to move on to the next game and go for another 3 points against Aberdeen up at their place.
Yeah, I mean, it's that odd one that we go in. Oh, I think it's either Alex chatting in the background or Martin has done it on the way back from the game. 10 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. It was Alex. Just letting us know there. We've got 10 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. You can't knock that run. He's on. He's been fantastic with the team. And like you said at half time, and you said again on this one, the team look together now. They do everything for each other. The defensives, like you saw Manny Fernandez in the second half with a couple of last-minute lunges in to clear the ball, and they're all around him, patting him on the back, shaking his hand, taps on the shoulder, and all that sort of stuff. Same with Butland when he pulled off the save from Nesbitt, which was the only real dangerous moment that they gave us in that half. That unity, like you talked about, is that you can see it. Is there to be that everyone can see it, and hopefully we build on that, and that's what carries us forward into the last part of the season, or the last remaining parts of the season.
Yeah, I think we have to, Ian. Okay, we could all look back as fans of different ages, different eras, and say that we're not the side that we were then, or we were in that decade or that decade. Now go back 4 months. Who would have thought we'd be where we are today?
No, not me. Definitely not
I
me.
was a little bit of a critic of Danny Rowe when he was appointed, because I had this thing about him at Sheffield Wednesday where, the comments you hear, because that's all you could go on, because I've got to admit, I never really watched Sheffield Wednesday. And once he got in situ and he started, I could see early shapings of certain players. And I thought, well, give the guy a chance, because the German national squad, etc., they don't use him if he's not any good at anything. He was called a cone placer. Come on. A national side doesn't employ a coach to be a cone placer.
Particularly German football.
You would have to give credit to the players as well, because they've obviously responded to whatever Danny's telling them and whatever he's putting on the training ground. And he's getting a response from that. And tonight, in the second half, I thought we looked that, as I said a minute ago, we were kind of inviting them on a wee bit, but we were comfortable with it. We were comfortable, let the ball come to us and we'll play our way out. We wouldn't have done that 4 months ago.
Nope.
We'd have been all over the show. And go back 2 months ago, Fernandez was getting criticised for not being a defender.
Yep. But there is a comment here while we're on that defensive side that Peter John 77 saying that Dujon and Fernandez more solid. Suter's a scare with possession, with a possession bomb scare. I think it's slightly harsh on Suter. I thought Suter was fairly decent.
Can I just say, Ian, that we used, and I was guilty of this as well. Some of us used to say that about Golson.
We did.
He was a bomb scare.
But how many times did Suter put that ball over the top of a defender to Gisama's feet tonight or Moore's feet tonight? Yeah. And I don't think he was that bad at the back. Him and Fernandez they did cause a few moments of panic in the first half, but I think overall they were all decent. But everyone's allowed an opinion. That's what's great about the Rabble. That's your opinion, and we won't hide from it. If that's what you think, that's what you think, and you're allowed to think it. So our own Aaron as well on the roll thing, saying that what a manager we have, could be the most successful foreign manager since Dick Advocat. Well, that will be some shoes to fill from Danny Roll, to be fair.
Just going to say, yeah.
Because the little general, he was a special breed, was the little general. But we go into go into some performances for tonight. Manny Fernandez, he had moments where his thought process was a little bit, what are you doing? But overall tonight, I thought Manny Fernandez, he could have had 3 from corners. So we're going to talk about the set pieces and whatnot in a bit. But he could have had 3 tonight. I thought him, Raskin, Barron, Jamiti did a little bit. It wasn't as into it as he was on the weekend, but he held the ball up. And I think you noticed that when he went off and Miofsky come on, it wasn't really sticking up top as much anymore. But I thought Fernandez had a great game tonight. Either one of you, I don't mind who.
Well, yeah, I think he did. Big Manny's come onto a game. I was one of his critics, but he does look a bit like he's going to cause a bit of drama. But he's really composed. Way out if you see him in possession, it doesn't seem to faze him. He does these little mad touches and then knocks the ball away, and he does last minute turns and stuff. But I think he's all under control. The big man is actually coming onto a game because, like I say, I thought he wasn't going to be up to much, but he definitely looks like he's turning into a decent centre back. So I think if we get an extra one in this window, we could have a decent pair. The Suter criticism, I think, I don't think he was that bad, but he is prone to that. So I've seen that before. So, but I think he used a decent game as well. I don't really have any complaints with the defensive backline. I think as a team we were hunting in packs. The passing was amazing. We were all over the place. We obviously scored a couple of goals from set pieces, which we haven't been doing. But I think we need to score more from open play, but that can come in time. But I think it's a good win, which I'm happy with. But Fernandez is definitely looking like he's a decent player, and maybe paying a little bit of that 3.5 million we paid for him back.
Yeah, and Andrew, the midfield 3 as well with Barron, Raskin, and Deal. That just seems to now have clicked and seems to work. Well, they know when to stay, when to go. I thought Deal was quietly effective tonight until he came off with his injury. Raskin looked every inch the Belgian international that we see playing for Belgium, and Conor Barron. He was no way he was losing this tonight. Not a chance was Conor Barron losing this tonight.
No, you're right. I mean, they seem to work well together now. Again, we'll keep saying it. I think it'll go back to what Danny Rowe's doing with these players, because a few weeks ago they weren't producing what they produced tonight. But you could see tonight. And I hope it continues with Raskin, because I've been one of his fiercest critics. He's produced tonight the kind of performance, not maybe that he used to do, but he's getting back there. But Barron tonight was immense, I thought he was absolutely awesome tonight. He was everywhere. And as Mark said at the back, and I agree with him, Suter is prone to a few things. But I don't think he's had his worst game tonight, Mark. I don't know about you. I don't think that's far from his worst game tonight.
No, definitely not. It was reasonably comfortable for him as well.
Yeah, and I think what you said is if we get somebody with that little bit more experience in Ferdinand and him in with them, then I think that's going to go, heads up again. But, I've got to take my hat off, because I wouldn't say I didn't want Danny Rowe, but I wasn't his biggest supporter in the early days. But, hey, as they say, I'll eat my hat now because it's there in front of me. I can't deny it, can I? It's there in front of me. And he's got the same set of players that he was left with.
Yeah, and that's what the mark of a good manager, to come in and do exactly what he's doing. I don't think everyone was convinced, because there was a lot of people, they wanted Gerrard, they wanted Muscat, and then it was like, well, why do we want Danny Rowe? And the ridiculousness of Danny Rowe's head with the sort of no entry sign around it. But then you get the work he's done, turns it around, and you get people like JD singing Danny Rowe.
Just seen that, yeah.
That's what he's done. That's the work he's done to put in to get him to where he is. While we're on Barron, Geordie's in asking, what has Barron got to do to get a goal? Feel sorry for him that he hasn't scored yet. he was definitely trying to get one tonight. He had 3 really good opportunities. The last one was that strike from outside the box.
Oh, it was a beautiful strike, wasn't it? He struck it beautifully.
The first one, I think he just, Mark, I think he just got a bit surprised by the fact that Mitov dropped it at his feet and just couldn't get his feet together to do it. But hopefully he's saving that goal for Sunday, and he'll get it then.
Possibly, but I think his performances have been really good in the last, I don't know how many games would I say, I don't even know, but I think he's one of our better players. He's a little workhorse, he's all over the place. You've seen his heat map come up. Was it second half they brought up his heat map? Everywhere, he's been everywhere apart from in goals. The wee man's a workhorse. I don't think he needs goals to make him, obviously if he could get goals it would make him a more complete player, but I think what he brings to us, I think we can do without him scoring goals, because the amount he offers you all over the pitch with his energy and his drive and his tenacity, that I'm happy to have that without goals, because other players should contribute to the goal side of things. But I think he does want to add goals to his games, and if he does, with some player we've got.
Yeah, definitely. And they'll just keep improving. I think he will, like Alex was saying, and I think he will go with Scotland to the World Cup, whether he plays or not. That is down to obviously Steve Clarke, but he should definitely be at least having a seat on the plane with an option. I think he thoroughly deserves it. I think he's had a great season up to now. Ian T will be in a minute telling us all to shut up and why are we talking about Barron so much.
If we all ask him for a sub, he'll panic and go off.
That's true. This is true. So we'll go on to then Andrew from Bebop Boop, singly one of the best names on YouTube. How do you think this will affect the game on Sunday? Any changes or difference in approach? Do you think we go again with what we did, or do you think we change it about?
I think he'll change it going up there. And I've got a sneaking suspicion that he'll start Majowski. Now, where that leaves Chimiti, because I thought the boy did well today. His hold-up play and his distribution back to the middle line was absolutely great tonight. Okay, he didn't score. We all wanted him to. Again, as you know, Ian, I've been one of his fiercest critics. But I'll stick by what I said. If this player continues doing what he's doing and gets 12 or 15 goals, again, I'll have to buy another hat because I'll have to eat that as well. But he did well tonight, and I just think that Danny Rule's not shown us all what he's going to do when he plays them up there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's a deliberate thing. The second half, and again, it's just my own feeling, I don't know what Mark thinks, that I think he's told them just to go and be steady, just be regular. We're 2-0 up. We don't have to make silly mistakes because they haven't really got anything to give us other than our mistakes. And they've shown that by the way they played out from the back in the second half. So I think he'll change up top. I don't see him change in the middle. And I think you'll see Sterling coming back in for Tav because of the leg situation.
Yeah,
I think that would be the only thing, you know.
I think it's about time we started to manage Tav's minutes. I think it would be a sensible thing to do. To go on that, David Barr, he's saying maybe Chimiti playing the 10 position behind Miovski so he can hold the ball up, knock Miovski in. Not a bad shout. Again, I said it when Miovski came on, and I said it in the pod earlier on. There was a noticeable difference that that ball wasn't really sticking up top for a while. Miovski, I forgot he was on at one point. So the only negative I'll have for tonight is that I forgot Miovski was actually on the pitch. I think Danilo was more effective when he came on than Miovski was in the game. But again, maybe he's just saving himself going up to Pataudry at the weekend and then and scoring the first or the second or the third or the fourth, however we're going to get up there. What about? He's saying need to be less susceptible to being cut open on Sunday and need to be more ruthless as the Sheep will up their game at Pataudry. We know they're going to do that, Mark. They'll come out all guns a-blazing on Sunday, so they do need to be a little bit more switched on. But that's the sort of game then where Suter improves because he's a siege defender. That's what Suter's good at. So if they come at him, I think you'll see more from Suter than you would, say, Manny Fernandez on that one. But any need for any changes? And do you agree with what about that we need just to be that little bit more ruthless?
Yeah, I think changes-wise, what Andrew's saying, reference like minute, and you yourself saying minute management, I think that's the only changes I would see. I don't like personnel specifically, but I think he'll drop it. He'll rest a few. he'll bring another couple back in. It seems to be that he's got that knack the last few games that he can rest players and he knows when they need rested and manage the minutes and bring them in, and then the other players come in and they're fresh and they have an impact. Like Miovski, like you say, when he came on and Chermiti went off, there was less hold up because it's not his game, so he doesn't hold the ball up. Chermiti, because like Andrew has been saying about players, I was definitely his biggest critic. I thought the guy was not Rangers standard, but
I think you and I shared the hat on that, Mark, to be honest.
Yeah, I think his hold up play is really, really good. That I've been watching, I think he's got really good hold up play, and you've seen that when he's on the ball sticks, like you say, Miovski, it's not his game, so putting him behind Miovski could work. Get him to bring him into the game, that might be something that could work. But I think them coming towards us at Pittodrie like they should do because of the home team and attacking us, I think that could actually play into our hands because we're quite quick on the counter attack.
Yeah,
if you've seen it, I see it a few times. There's waves of attack going forward. So I think if they come at us and we've got a solid defensive line like it seems to be going so far, that just could play into our hands. And the score could be the same. It should be another good game. But I think hopefully they come at us because then it leaves space behind and we can get in because we seem to have the players that are willing to run now.
All right, before we move on, we have got Conor Barron and Nico Raskin talking to Sky Sports. So let's have a little listen to what they got to say.
Gentlemen, very well done. Conor, how good a win was that?
Yeah, every win feels good. It was nice to get a win tonight and keep our form going. So, yeah, it's important we just continue winning, and that's our full focus.
How key were the set pieces tonight, obviously leading to the goals?
Yeah, obviously Scots came in and we've worked a lot on it and on the training pitch, and it's nice to see them coming off in the games.
From your point of view, obviously with James on the field and his delivery, is that key for you? Is it something responsibility you've taken on as well?
Yeah, it's just whoever takes it. Do you know what I mean? Me or Tav. As we say, we work on different things. It could be me one week, it could be Tav the next, it could be anybody. So, yeah, it was me today, and I delivered.
From your own point of view, in terms of your own performance tonight, how much did you enjoy it, and how much trust is the manager putting in you?
Yeah, he's putting trust in everyone, and I feel it's great from the gaffer. Everyone's buzzing. Winning obviously really helps with that. And yeah, I think we're starting to look like a real team now, and we're starting to show it on the pitch.
Nico, are you feeling the same in that way in terms of the manager and the trust he has in everyone here?
Yeah, obviously wins brings even more confidence in the squad. So we're just taking game after game, trying to work hard, do the basic right, and then show some quality. And then we're taking game after game and trying to win everything.
It was a quality cross or corner from Conor. What did James Tavernier say to you just before that corner?
Like Conor said, even if Tav's not taking it, he's got always a good idea. He recognized on the corner just before that they were taking the first man out, and he just went to Conor, say, put it first, and he said to me, attack that one. I said to Conor that he has to put it there, and he worked perfectly, so all the credit is for Tav.
What about the momentum now that Rangers are building? That's another win again after a great win at the weekend. Just how much do you feel you're starting to get that momentum again?
Well, we're just taking game after game. It's already so hard to win games, so we try to not look too much ahead. We just take game after game. Now we got a difficult trip to Aberdeen. So yeah, like I say, it's good to win games. I feel good. We're trying to keep the momentum going, and we look forward every game.
Given where you were, though, does that give you a lot more confidence of what you've turned into this season?
Yeah, of course. It always gives you confidence when you come back and you see your points going up and you see you get closer to the top. But yeah, we just take game after game because every time if you lose, you go on the other side. So just game after game and look forward.
A great performance by you, but the William Hill Premiership Player of the Match was Conor.
Right. As it should have been. Can't disagree with it, and there's a lot going on in there. The lot's been said about trust. Andrew, there's a lot that the communications there. Conor's telling Raskin's telling Conor that we could do this, and he's listening. He's got ideas for himself. Just shows yet again that unity's there, and it's building all the time.
100%. I mean, I made some notes as you do because if you're coming on the show, I presume you guys do the same.
Absolutely not.
We were. I've got to because I've got a memory like a sieve. We were pressurised, in the second half a little bit. And you've got to keep reverting back because that's where we were. 10, 12 weeks ago, we wouldn't have shown the composure that we did. with playing out from those situations. And if you watch them when they play out, again, they're all talking to each other. Like Conor Barron and Raskins just said, they're all well done, or great, brilliant, or if it's necessary, it's like, oi, you've got to sit or whatever. But we didn't have that 12 weeks ago. Now, that's either down to they've bought into what's going on, or their original belief has just been reinstigated. It's a resurgence in them as players. I'm not sure which way to put it, to be honest, but it looks good, got to say.
I think that it's a little bit of something. There were players in there, they just weren't being utilised properly. I think we said it on a previous pod, Andrew, that if you put players in their own position, that actually where they play, you'll get more from them. And I think we're beginning to see that from a manager who knows what he's doing. Mark, Shona makes a good point that we do need to do a pod on Scott Fry, what difference he's made. That's now 10 goals from set pieces this season. The only team that's got more goals from set pieces this season is the team who sit currently top of the league is Hearts.
That's right,
I know exactly the two people that could take the show and run with this would be Ian T and Posh Stewart, as he likes to be known. No, he doesn't like to be known, as Martin likes to call him. They could do a Rabble reports on this, but we will talk about it. Scott Fry has made a difference from our set pieces because we look dangerous every time we cross that ball in. Well, we did tonight, especially. Like I said, Manny could have had 2 or 3 from the set pieces tonight. Conor Barron, the difference was we had Conor Barron taking them, we had Magoma taking them. I don't even remember Tav taking a set piece tonight other than the free kick. It's definitely working on it, and you're beginning to see it.
Yeah, if you go back to last season and the start of this season, I think 77 corners we had, and we hadn't scored from any of them. Something like it was like 70 odd corners, and we hadn't scored a single goal from a set play like that. And he comes in, and then obviously we've got 10. So obviously it's a key component of modern football because he's having some effect on the players because that's 10 goals since he's been appointed as the set piece coach. So it's definitely a good point to bring up. I think it's something that as a pod that a couple of the guys, the stats guys, will definitely get into, and it'll probably be put up soon. But I think it's definitely a good point to bring up. You've seen it, you can see it. We look more confident from set pieces. We look more confident from corners. We've got the height in corners now with Fernandez, and that's a few well over 6 foot players who should be able to get in the box and get his goals from corners. So I think that's all part of a successful team, is having a good set piece coach and set up at your set pieces, so you know what you're doing. It's not just right in the box and we just fire the ball in. There's a method to it. It's not just a madness. I think now is the difference.
Yeah. Aldo Penny, though, saying Fernandez was scoring goal before Barry Fry came up here. Wrong Fry. I think Barry Fry was the man down in Peterborough. But he might well have been, but we weren't creating as many chances as we are now from corner kicks. So you've got to give the man credit for coming in and changing it up, because if we'd have stayed the same, it would have been Tav taking the corner, goes out the other side for a corner, Tav trots across, takes that corner, goes out for another corner, Tav trots across. That's how it was going, and teams knew how to defend against us. Maybe it was Stephen Fry. Who knows? But you can't take away from the work, Andrew, what's going on, because you can see there's a significant difference. We are dangerous from corners in pretty much every single game now. Yeah,
it's made a difference. And let's be honest, I think many of us, when we heard of his appointment, went, who? Yeah. He's come from where? What team? That was what many of us were thinking. But as Mark said, I didn't know it was that many, Mark, but 70-odd corners, and we'd done absolutely nothing. And now the other thing is, as you just said, with Tav not having to trot across the pitch, teams don't have the time to talk to each other and reset themselves. That's the other advantage, because we've got players that now, obviously with his coaching, Scott Fry, I believe his name is, I probably got that wrong as well now. He's obviously making sure that there's more than just 1 or 2 players that are capable of doing it. And again, the figures speak for themselves. And he's obviously being given his head by Danny Rule to take these players to the side, during training and put a lot of work in. And it's starting to pay off. And we have to be grateful for that, we have to be.
We do. And as Bojangle's saying, scoring from corners is a string we lacked for a while. Like you've already mentioned the stats from previous seasons that we just didn't score from corners. And if we did, we celebrated that like we won the World Cup. It's just great to see. And like I say, I think Ian T and Stuart would do a grand job on the Rabble Reports and doing a deep dive into it. But you've got to give the man credit. And you saw him at the side of the pitch as well. When they didn't go well, and he was not happy bunny. He was not happy bunny if it didn't go well. So there we go. I do want to bring it up just because we've won, and I always think it's better to do it, but I will just do the little bit of housekeeping first of all, because Mackie ran 2003. Miovski did get in great positions. He was getting really annoyed that they were not feeding him. I think that's the type of player Miovski is. He will find the little pockets. That's the type of striker he is. Sometimes we don't get the ball into the box quick enough for him. But Mackie Round 2003, thank you for that $4.99 super chat. Mark, do you feel sorry for Miovski in that sense then? If he was making the runs and not being found, does he just keep doing it and hope it happens, or does he start shouting louder? Do what Conor Barron was doing and just get in people's ears?
I think you've got to make those runs, because sometimes those runs will draw a defender away and they'll open space elsewhere, and then the play can advance. Whereas if he doesn't make those runs, the players can see, and then they'll go to the player with the ball and take it off him. So I think you need to make the runs to draw players away, so that you can have that little pass open up, or that cross open up to the player that's free. So I don't mind him making the runs as long as he's happy to continue to make them. Obviously, he can remonstrate that he's not getting the service, but it should be a mix of, you make the run just to create the space, and you also put the ball through so he can actually score. But sometimes he's got to make his own luck as well. It's not solely reliant on other players feeding him. He's got to make his own luck too. So I'm happy we're making the runs, because, like I say, it frees up space for others. So yeah,
I agree with that. And that's for that super chat. So thank you very much for that, and I hope you enjoy the content. And if you're not already a member, please make sure you go over and hit that membership button and come in and join the fun and get all the extra content as well. And if you are, then hope you enjoy the extra content. Where are we going to go from there? Oh, yes, there was one thing I wanted to talk about, which I said that I like to talk about because we've won. That way it doesn't sound like sour grapes. And Paul McGaracle, persistent, blatant fouls, unpunished yet again. Walsh was bad. Andrew, he booked Devlin early doors. And then it was like, well, I've done that. I can't book another Aberdeen player now for at least another 60 minutes. Because there was some blatant yellow cards in that first half. I'm not saying that Devlin's was any more than a yellow card. For me, it was a yellow card. It was reckless, but it wasn't endangering the opponent. And he didn't go in high and all the rest of it. So we got the decision right. But there was some stuff going on in that first half particularly, where he was just like going, yeah, well, whatever. Yeah, it's a foul, but carry on. Or it's a foul, but I'm not giving it. Nick Walsh is just an awful, awful referee.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I'll say one thing before I get onto that. Aldo Penny, I believe the name is, in the comments said, I talk pish about set pieces. Oh, that's fine. You know, everybody's entitled to their opinion, as we say. I never said we didn't score from set pieces. What I said, like Mark, was we struggled from set pieces. So, you know, if you're going to be critical, make sure you're criticising the right way. You know, there you go. I'm here to be shot at. Not a problem at all. But back to Walsh. Yeah, I mean, what's his name? Is it Karsteven, the central defender at Aberdeen, or midfielder that came off in the end?
Yeah.
He must have committed at least 12 or 13 different offences and didn't get a yellow card.
No,
and I thought he did worse than Devlin did, to be honest. So, you know, my opinion about Walsh is kind of like yourself. But as I say, and I agree with you, you talk about these things when you've won rather than when you've been beaten. Because, you know, nobody can point the finger and say, oh, you're just dragging an excuse up. And certainly them across the city can't do that to us tonight. But some of the decisions where, and even with some of our players where he could have booked players, you look at it and think, oh, we got away with one there from our side. And then as a Rangers fan, you're looking and saying, wait a minute here, ref, what are you doing? But that's, you know, that's how he is, that guy, I'm afraid. That's just how he is. And if that's our top-class referee, or one of the five, then I think we're really struggling for top-class referees in Scotland. It'll be interesting to see how many hit the FIFA board for the World Cup.
Yeah, very true. think
Danny, what pleased you most about tonight's win?
I can hear him. I can't see him on the screen though. So what's going on in the background there with Alex? So that monster's kicking in. As you can tell, we have Danny Roll ready to go in the background. So while it's there, we might as well listen to the man. And now he doesn't want to play it.
Danny, what pleased you most about tonight's win?
Yeah, the 3 points, a clean sheet, 2 good goals, set play goals as well. Yeah, I think in the end we deserve to win. We played in some parts of the game really nice football, but then you had also some moments where we lose the ball too easy. But yeah, I think the last 10-15 minutes you felt really that we come from a busy schedule. We were a little bit empty, it is normal. But I'm proud of my group at the moment. 4 wins now in a row. Again, a good result for us. And yeah, 1 more. And then we have this cup game, and it gives us a little bit time. It's the first week then when we have a normal week.
When you look at the goals tonight, both from corner kicks, how important is that? I know you have the set piece coaching now.
Yeah, very important. Scott is doing a fantastic job. That's the reason why he's here. We make a good choice. It's not just about the topics and the content. He's also a good human. He's a good added to my coaching team. No, I'm very happy. You see also the players. We worked a lot on these things, especially in these tight games. You need this. And yeah, on the weekend we scored 3 times after transition moments and good pressing moments today after set play, and maybe next time in ball position.
In terms of wins and the momentum that you mentioned, just how key is that now? And do you feel there's more and more belief about this Rangers team?
Yeah, I thought really during the game that you saw a Rangers team, they dominate the team. We had a good counter pressing, I must say this. We were very aggressive. And this is key for us, to be aggressive, to be on front foot. And yeah, it's about maybe then make the 3rd, the 4th goal. It was on. The 2-0 was always dangerous. 1 moment, we felt this against St. Mirren. Yeah, 1 goal, and then opponent can do all in. They have nothing to lose, and this is the next step what we should do. But today I'm happy with the result. Also, how we go in the game was not easy because we didn't know what happens. We need some minutes to see what they are doing, and then we were better and better.
Well done. See you on Sunday.
Thank you. See you soon.
What I will say on that one. Spinning bird flip, heard it, I heard it, you heard it. What pleased you the most? The 3 points. That's what you want to hear. Yeah, he said there was moments in there, Mark. He said there was moments where we let them in. We could have ended up having that St. Mirren issue where we let them back into the game when they weren't really in it. But again, it's another interview after a game, win, lose, draw, where you can't disagree with anything he said, and he just gets better and better and better.
He's definitely got the right mentality. He's got the mentality for us as a manager, head coach, whatever you want to call him. He's got that mentality. So I think he is saying that, so they could have let it slip, but obviously they didn't. I think that's push on from the weekend where we've obviously put them to the sword. And then today, I think it was quite comfortable tonight. I don't really think they scared us a lot. And I think the players stood up to that, and they obviously kept Aberdeen out, which I'm happy with. And like I said, they limited them to 1, maybe 2 chances. And they weren't like bang on chances. They were like a couple of speculative efforts, so I wasn't really fussed with the Aberdeen pressure, but it is something to consider. But I think you see the building blocks, we've been slowly winning, chipping away, and that's give the players some confidence, I think, to go out and perform, as you've seen over the last 10 games. So I think I'm pretty happy with Danny Roll as a manager, because he's got the right mentality for us, coming from his background where he's been assistant or he's been coach. He's come from a good level, and he's got the right mentality to be successful at our club if he gets the players that can carry out his instructions.
Yeah, and Andrew, anything you want to add to what is being said by Danny Roll tonight?
I think he's game by game now. His comments are meaning more and more, if that makes sense, Ian. Do you know what I mean? They're not throwaway comments anymore. And he doesn't give much away for the opposition that's coming up to listen to. He just simply says, like he stated, and I served in Germany with the army, and when you get a German saying "yeah" like that, you know they mean it. You know what I mean? They're not horse-assing about. They mean it. And that's what he said. And as you say, and correctly so, 3
There was me.
points. Doesn't matter where you go, doesn't matter if it's at home or away, get in, get out, 3 points. You know what I mean? Yes, we'd all like certain games to have gone better. We'd like to see better games in the future. But are we going to moan at the end of the season if we continually get 3 points and we do end up with the league title? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard any echo there. It's just that Patreon all of a sudden decided to kick in on my laptop and we could hear Andrew twice. And I know that won't please everybody.
Painful enough hearing me once. Never mind.
I know. There's a few people in the chat. There's one person in the chat that wouldn't have liked that at all. Just on that, look, we can come in and you can agree and disagree with us all you want. We don't mind that. That's what this is all about. But if you're gonna have personal digs at podders when they're on, we will take you or we'll time you out from the show. We won't accept it. No, it's never been accepted. It won't be accepted. So please, just have a little respect for us. We are here. We're sharing our opinions the same as you guys.
I'm sorry, Ian, but there's another comment come in. No. I'm going to defend myself here. I'm not having that. I didn't come on here for that kind of stuff, to be honest. I know my opinions aren't always the ones people want to hear. That's the way the world is, right? I accept that as an individual. But like any other human being, I didn't come into this for an argument with people. I came in for an open, an easy discussion and share opinions, whether you agree or disagree. I didn't come in for personal abuse. So I'm sorry, mate. I have to say that.
No, you were more entitled to. And as I've just said, you have an opinion. That's fine. If you agree with it, you agree with it. If you don't, you don't. Be respectful. If you're going to come in and have direct goes at individual podders, you're not even going to go at everybody, you're having to go at individual podders, then we will
ask you to ban him.
We can have a chat backstage with the boss, and if we need to, we will. I'm not going to make the decision right now, but we will have a chat. We will have a chat with the boss. And here's Alex to add his bit in as well, I think.
Listen, gents, this is just a friendly chat. We've had a good game here, 2-0 against Aberdeen. We're just giving our opinions on the pod. We'll have a chat and a laugh through the whole 3.5 hours that we've been going today. But there's no need to be attacking podders. If you don't like their opinion, that's fine. Listen, if you don't like Andrew's opinion, Mark's, Ian's, mine, that's fine. But it's just a bit about being respectful in the comments. I think if you want to come out and call out folk for the way that they're going on or they're talking, don't listen to what they have to say. That's fine. Don't come onto a show where Andrew's on if you don't like his opinion. But if you've been a member for the past 3 years, you're not going to agree with everything that folk have had to say over the last 3 years. There's no need to be calling folk out in the comments, though. We do these shows voluntary. We all come on because we want to give our opinions. We all come behind this camera. We give up our own time to do it. So I don't think anybody should be getting directly called out in the comments like that. It's not fair on Andrew to give up his time and then be called out. So listen, we'll let the guys continue with the rest of the show, but can we just keep it a bit respectful? Be nice to folk because they're giving up their own time to be on. If you don't like their comments, fair enough, but just be a bit more respectful.
But boys, if you don't, send the giant round to your house. Simple.
Exactly. I'll come round. But boys, enjoy the rest of the show and I will catch you later on. See you later.
I mean, you should see it. I mean, I've been on the pod for 3 years, and I've had to listen to Ian Thompson for 2 of those years. It's not easy.
But Ian's good at banter, isn't he? Yeah,
he is very good at banter. I will bring this up from Mark Doyle because he's put in the effort, he's put in the money. Why was the shove on Gassama not a free kick? Thank you very much for that £2 super chat. Nobody knows. The only person who knows is Nick Walsh. That's the only person who knows why that shove on Gassama was not a free kick. We'll never know. Talking of the aforementioned Mr. Thompson, he has a question. I'm concerned that Aberdeen will get a pass to kick us about the pitch on Saturday. Thoughts? Well, they won't because I think it's on Sunday. But but he's not wrong because it's David Dickinson referee for Sunday. So he might not be wrong there, Mark. I think he might have a point. And when we're away from home, we do tend to get kicked about a lot more than when we do at Ibrox.
Yeah, I think we're all the same. I think all clubs will be the same. It's consistency. That's the issue that we all have. Because you see, like, we get players booked and then people do exactly the same thing and they don't get booked. and then things that aren't a foul get given as a foul, cards get thrown about. I think it seems like they all have, each individual ref has a different individual rule book, which they've all got tailored to them. It's like it's all open to interpretation, where it should be, it's laid out in the rules because it is, and they should stick to the rules regardless of club or whatever. But I mean, we've won, so it's not like it's our breaks, but there's definitely a poor standard. I think we've always seemed to have that in Scotland. There's been a poor standard of referee for the last 20 years, something like that.
Yeah. We've had some poor refs.
Yeah.
When I look back at times, we used to think that Stuart Dougal was a horrible ref, and then you look back at it and think actually he was fairly decent. There was a few back then where you thought they were awful, but now you look back compared to this lot, Jesus. But enough of the refs. We don't want to ruin it with the referee talk. We may well be ref differently, but we can never prove that. So not really. But I was going to say enough on the refs. But Scotty M6M, these names are getting harder, by the way. We need European refs, not changing if it's the same. Well, we had them before, caused by one particular club, but I don't ever see it happening again, to be perfectly honest. Because why would they want to come here and go through what they're going to go through? So, I don't think it'll ever happen. Shona has come in as well. She said this in the build-up, and I didn't have time to bring it up. We need signings in pronto. She's not wrong, Andrew. We need people in the building, and as quickly as we can get them in. I don't want them rushed in.
Yeah,
I want it done properly, and I want the right person. But we do need some backup, and we need it fairly quickly.
Yeah, Shona makes some great points at times, to be fair. Really, right pinpoint points. I admire her for that. But yeah, as you say, we need signings in, and we do need some very strong signings. I think I've said in other pods with yourself, Ian, we don't need bench fillers. We need team fillers now, that are going to be starters potentially all the time if they're at the level. But in the same breath, like you said, if we rush signings in just for bodies, we're not going to be any better off, in my opinion. I don't think Danny Rowe's that kind of manager. I'm hoping not. But it's, we don't know what, Kavanagh and co are going to give him. That's the stumbling block, isn't it? Because obviously they've put a lot of money in. They've admitted they got it wrong previously with certain incumbents. And they're going to want to know that whatever they invest now is spent wisely. So is that maybe part of the delay? I don't know, because we'd love to see 3 in the door tomorrow, wouldn't we?
Oop, wrong chat. That wrong one. Tim Sharp saying 3 quality players, Mike, is what we need to be looking at the very least to be bringing in. I think we might need a couple more than that, but a minimum of 3. The only one, as Martin has said, the only one that he's heard any conclusive proof on it is that we did make an offer for Josh Windass, which was soundly rejected.
I'm just laughing at a comment, sorry.
But roundly rejected by Wrexham. And other than that, it's just been speculation in the media, generally over past players. Donald, he's already answered that question at the start with the reaction. It is a sofa bed.
It's a sofa bed.
For when he upsets people so he can sleep in the spare room.
And we did say don't stay at Mark's. So
I'm only upsetting myself, and then I'm on the sofa bed. I take myself on the sofa bed.
Fiona again with another good point, though. Mark saying that quality and experience is the key. She doesn't want squad players.
Yes, that's exactly my thoughts on it. Is like Andrew said, and I'm sure you're the same, and I'm sure the rest of the guys and the comments are the same. We don't want squad fillers. We need actual quality players. 3 or 4, I would say. More, probably 4 for me. But we need 4 quality players. If we get them in, and we get them in sharpish, we've got a really good chance of turning this into a successful season. But it needs done quick style, because we're already on the 6th of January, and there's no one in. There's no snip apart from that rejected bid to Wrexham. I mean, he is a much improved player since he was at us last, but I think we need 3 or 4 quality players. Squad fillers, like Andrew says, all they're going to do is drain wages. They're not going to add anything or up the quality level. So I think either they're dragging their heels because they're trying to identify quality players and they're costing a little bit more and they're taking a little bit more negotiation, or they don't have the targets in mind, ready, yet to go. But I'd probably go with the first option, that they're trying to target quality, and that's going to cost you, and then wage packets and stuff as well. So I want to see something definitely by the end of this week. We need to have at least a couple of players in by the end of this week.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting straight off the presses news going in there. Another 199 super chat from Scott Z saying that he had Messi on loan to the end of the season. I'd rather have him on loan at the end of the season than Ronaldo. Let's put it that way. That's where I am.
Messi's not good enough for Rangers.
No, it's not good enough. It's not like we didn't have the chance to sign him before he made the breakthrough at Barcelona on loan when McLeish was in charge, and we got Mikel Arteta instead.
Yeah, he was definitely I think at the time.
I'd have still played him. But anyway, I think we can leave it there. We've heard everything we've needed to do. We've gone for everything. We know we need signings. It's been a very long day. And it is now 10:45. So I think we'll just leave it there, boys. So Mark and Andrew, thank you very much for being in.
Yeah, enjoyed it.
Thank you, everybody, for their super chats and all the rest of it. Don't forget, we will return tomorrow.
And as normal, Mark always makes me laugh. I've got to give him that. He does always make me chuckle. Fair play to you, mate. Because I'm a miserable git, to be honest. So you do quite well like that.
We know. We've got to work with you now. We know.
Oh, here we go. Look, here we go. Pick on Andrew night.
But that is it. Martin will be back tomorrow morning at 10 with your morning rabble. And as it is Wednesday, I'm all over the place with days still. It's Wednesday tomorrow.
Yeah.
So let me just make sure I know what's going on. It will be Martin will be back at 10 with the morning rabble, and then again with the 5 p.m. Afternoon rabble or evening rabble, whatever you want to call it. I don't see any other shows live for tomorrow, so Martin can fill you in the morning with all of that.
Is there not a live at 5, Ian? I think.
Yeah, there is a live at 5. We'll be back for that one in the morning rabble. But other than that, there's no other shows that I can see currently. Okay. But that doesn't mean there won't be anything. So just tune in to Martin in the morning. And on your way out, don't forget to like and subscribe this, because it is a public show tonight. So just remember to like and subscribe on your way out. It really does help. And I know it's annoying when people on YouTube say it, but honestly, it really does help. And if you want to become a member of the rabble as well, just hit that join button or click the link, depending on how you're watching the show, and you can sign up for as little as $1.99 a month.
And it's the best money you'll spend on a podcast, I'll tell you that much.
But it is just after Christmas, so obviously we understand it if it is not something you can do right now. But we're always going to be here. Just click it, and there's lots more stuff you can do. We could do loads of different things, lots of shows, Mondays, Fridays, weekends, nighttime stuff. With last night we were on for 3 hours doing Rabble Wrestling 2K25 show. It was amazing. But tune in tomorrow for 10 o'clock.
You've me into that, Hamish.
I know, and you don't even like it. But that'll do us. So I am going to end it there. And as I always say, because I'm different to Martin, we will see you somewhere else.